Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again, with passion burning in my veins.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com. Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today, tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe ICC fans. Welcome to today's broadcast of ICC Baseball here on the ICC Sports Network. This game originally scheduled for a twin bill, but today's just going to be a 1-9 game between ICC and Dyersburg State. Adam Gore here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. And I am joined now by the myth, the man, the legend that is the busiest guy on campus today, the good Dr. Brad Boggs. Dr. Boggs, how's it going?
Everything's going good with me, except that you referred to me as the myth, the man, the legend. That's Jim Ingram.
It is. I'm sorry. Jim will be down here to correct that here in a moment. So we'll wait the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here for our only game this afternoon. It's going to come your way at 12:55, and it will go for a ball. So that's the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here between ICC and Dyersburg. Is that pitch in there for a strike? On the hill for the Indians, Wilson Rodriguez. No record on the year. He has made one appearance and I believe has made one start for the Indians as this ball is popped up right side of the infield. Right fielder calling everyone off and will make the play for out number one.
Yeah, kind of got him in on the hands there, Adam, and which good pitch right there. It's kind of up and in on the hands. Of course, as I was walking in today, I know everyone noticed that's here. Man, there's a heck of a wind and a breeze blowing out in right field right there, and that was a left-handed batter. So it was a big out right there for get the leadoff guy.
Yeah, anything to hit to the outfield will be quite the adventure today. That was Holden Strain, the center fielder, who just popped up to the second baseman. This is Bennett Stutz coming to the plate now. Takes that first pitch for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Stutz playing second base will go through your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in between the innings as that pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Trying to find my happy medium with all the controls up here. 2-0 pitch, swung on and missed for strike one. 2-1 now is the count. Well, it is a busy week to say the least here on campus. We've got today's baseball game. Softball's got a doubleheader scheduled for tomorrow as that pitch runs inside for a ball. 3-1 is the count. Then Thursday, well, we could have baseball on Thursday. We're waiting to get everything confirmed for that. Could be baseball Thursday night and also have basketball on campus Thursday night. And then Friday, as that's going to be a walk there, Friday could also have baseball. Here, of course, weather, as always, Dr. Boggs, kind of messing things up this time of year.
Yeah, it does. That's what you deal with this time of year. Any outdoor sports going to have some difficulties working around the weather and things of that nature. And so once we get on over into March and get to spring break, things like that, things start to clear up a little bit. But, yeah, right now it's kind of a dicey situation with softball or baseball or tennis.
Yep. So this is Connor Vaughn at the plate. Takes that first pitch, outer edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count here on the first baseman. There's a runner at first. That's Stutz, who just drew the walk. There's one out in the inning. This game, as we said, scheduled for 9 here in Fulton. This pitch popped up, back and out of play. And now the count goes 0-2. Well, Dr. Boggs, I know you weren't with us the other day, but one thing the Indians struggled with throughout the afternoon was getting ahead in counts whenever it came to pitching. And right now, looks like Rodriguez doing a pretty good job to start with here.
Yeah, doing a good job. That's what you want here early in the game, especially. Of course, it is early in the season, but we're here early in the game. That one was kind of up. It was a breaking pitch. It was up. We kind of got him out in front right there. Fouled it straight back. Still got an 0-2 count. But that's what you want to see out of your pitchers. You know, again, as we talk about every year, you and I, you're building at this time of year. You're building to try to get ready for conference play, and that's what these guys are doing.
So that last pitch fouled back. Now they're going to toss it over to first. No issue there. 0-2 will stay the count. We do welcome those that are watching in favor of the Eagles this afternoon. And as always, welcome the ICC family members tuning in here. Nice off-speed pitch there for the Renaissance Bank strikeout. Clutch strikeout there. Let's go back and look at that one as he got him swinging. Went to the breaking pitch, a little off-speed, way ahead of that one as that goes for out number 2.
Yeah, it was big right there, out number 2 here. Of course, you still got a guy on base with a walk, so right now that walk hasn't hurt you any. They haven't tried to steal or take another base out of it. You do have a right-handed batter here out of the cleanup batter coming up here, takes ball 1.
So that first pitch goes for a ball. There is 2 outs. Brady Byers at the plate, playing in right field. Trying to see if he can spark a 2-out rally. That was one thing that really hurt the Indians the other day, as that one across for a strike. They got to 2 outs. They just struggled to find the 3rd out. And Bevel did a great job of taking advantage of that in their 2 wins. And we'll kind of talk about this a little bit later on. It was very ironic, the final scores of those baseball games the other day, as we await this 1-1 delivery. Instead, it'll be a pitch over the first, gets away, and that allowed the runner to advance to second on the throwing error.
Yeah, you don't. Again, that's a big time error right there on the Indians. There are 2 outs, correct, but now you've moved that runner up into scoring position here with your cleanup guy up there, and of course I don't have any stats or anything to look at on them previously, but you still don't want that with that cleanup guy out there here in the first inning, you know. So you got 2 outs. You want to get that 3rd out here. If you're the Indians, let's move on in there and go to the plate.
So 1-1 will stay the count here to Byers. Pitch on its way. This one popped up. Will it stay in play? First baseman's going back. Now second baseman calls him off, and he drops, and that will score a run.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to throw that one to third, and then it was bobble, but luckily good job closing that one up there. So Dyersburg takes the early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and he hit that one in no man's land. That's kind of that Bermuda Triangle out there, if you want to call it that, Adam. And of course, the wind was on the right field side, and that wind's playing difficulties with it. What I go back to there is that era of moving the guy up into running into scoring position. That era came back to haunt them. Now they've got 1 run on the board.
Not only that, but they threw to third when they had the guy look like dead to rights if he had went to second with the throw, but part of those growing pains early on in the season. That pitch in there for a strike, as this is Jordan Williamson, the third baseman, batting in that 5 spot. And again, that's what we talked about, Brad. Unfortunately, talking about it again, the struggle to find that 3rd out to get out of the inning with no damage done. The Indians do it again there. Breaking pitch, it's a beauty. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count here to Williamson. So Williamson will dig back in. Rodriguez looking for the exit here. Indians trail it 1-0. This one hit hard. Second baseman going to jog back, get it, throw it over in time for the out, and the Indians do get out of the inning with minimum damage done there. But credit to the Eagles for coming in and to be able to get that run with 2 outs in the inning. They lead it 1-0. We'll keep it here and give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups, and they look like this. Let's go ahead and start with our friends from Dyersburg. We've already introduced you to the first 5 batters. Holden Strain in center field. Bennett Stutz at second base. Connor Vaughn at first base. Brady Byers is in right field. And Jordan Williamson is at third base. Now through the 6 through 9 in the lineup, Darian Richards, he's at shortstop. Braden Turner is catching. Wyatt Diffie is the DH. And Jaden Walton will be in left field. On the hill for the Eagles is Cy Manis. No record on the year. He has made 1 appearance. For ICC, your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup looks like this. As it'll be starting things off, right field, Jacob Pearl. He'll be followed by the left fielder, Brody Thompson. And batting in third, the shortstop, Reed Kent. Batting fourth, third baseman, Houston Green. Cannon Graham will be at second base. Bryson Jackson will be the DH. Trey Gunn will be in center field. Noah Canton will be catching. And Will Cavanis will be playing first base. So your 1 through 9 lineup again here for the Indians. Pearl, Thompson, Kent, Green, Graham, Jackson, Gunn, Canton, and Cavanis. That is your ICC lineup for the Indians. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination. And Coach Lott hopes he has that same winning combination put together this afternoon here in Fulton. Dyersburg comes in with a 2-3 record. ICC at 2-2. We talked about it earlier. How unique is that 2-2? Well, they went and played 2 games in Fayetteville, Alabama. ICC won the first game 14-4 in 5 innings. Lost the second game 9-8 in regulation. Game 2, ICC won 14-4 in 5 innings. And then lost 9-8 in regulation. So played 2 games, and they both come out with the same score outcomes between ICC and Bevel. So we move now to the bottom half of the inning. ICC will be Pearl leading things off here. So he will dig in, takes that pitch inside. 2-0 now goes the count. Brad, I don't know if you sat on them, but I got you some stats over there in case you need to.
I probably
look
sat
for
on them, Adam.
They're in the pile of papers.
Came up here in such a rush, and I'm just. I tell you what they did do though. The physical plant did an excellent job. Tim Center, John Wayne, and staff of working on our press box. And I know people at home can't see this, but you and I can. Cal can here, and man, I tell you what, it's brand new. I mean, basically.
Yes. 3-0 is the count here to Pearl, the right fielder. He will stand in, taking the whole way that time. 3-1 now is the count. Yeah, we've actually switched sides this year.
Yeah,
used to be on that other side.
Trying to get used to that.
So you're kind of still in the middle, though.
That's it.
That's what we do with Dr. Boss. We keep him in the middle of attention, and he's good.
I'm in the middle.
3-1 pitch coming. That one right down the alley. 3-2 now is the count. Raphael Henry running camera for us today. Appreciate Raphael coming out. Cal Brown updating social media. You can follow us on your favorite social media platform at Let's Go ICC. Foul ball will stay at 3-2.
Yeah, Pearl comes into the game here, Adam. He's got 12 at bats on the year thus far. He's got a 250 average. Does have a 1 RBI coming into the day, has walked 4 times. So, your walks versus your strikeouts right there, that's good. So he's got that beat, and so that's what you want out of your leadoff guy, which he does. He draws the walk right there, takes ball 4, and that puts him on base.
So a leadoff walk issued to Pearl. And if we've seen time and time again, Brad, usually when that leadoff runner gets on, bad things happen. And so for us, it'll be a good thing if the Indians can put a run on the board.
Yeah, we got to make up for that, that error and then that run that Dyersburg put in on us right there in inning number 1. So, yes, this is the perfect way to start, at least to even things back up.
So this will be Brody Thompson coming to the plate here. Toss over to first, gets away.
There we go.
And so much like what we saw in the
He's
top half of the inning. And so now he's going to head over to third, and a great piece of running there by Pearl.
Yeah, excellent piece of running right there. Good awareness. Also good awareness by the coaching staff out there that ball not only got away, Adam, but it went on further out there where that speed of Pearl was able to take third. So ICC sitting in a better position than Dyersburg did when they made the same error.
And so he'll take 2 bags on the error. Both teams with 1 error in the game so far on those attempts over to first. So now we'll see if the Indians can cash in. Thompson batting second, the left fielder at the plate. Listen to that first pitch. It's a fastball. Umpire took a second and called it a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, rolled his shoulder right there, hoping to, kind of get a brush off right there as far as getting that ball just a piece of the jersey. Not able to do so right in there. Again, strike 1. Get away.
Breaking pitch gets away, so this will allow the run to score, and the Indians have tied it up.
So 2 errors right there then, with Dyersburg, and that's going to get the run in. That's going to be a wild pitch.
Mm-hmm. So scored on the wild pitch there. And the Indians have a run on the board, so a nice job answering back. So I believe the count is 1-0 here to Thompson. Or excuse me, it should be 2-1. It is 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. ICC scratched a run on the board. Thompson at the dish. That one comes inside for a ball. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there. Good patience by these Indian batters so far. I know we're only on batter number 2 here by Brody Thompson, but good eye, good patience right there. Another base runner. We'll take him any way we can get him.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here to Thompson. Pitch on its way. That one runs inside. That'll be another walk.
Yeah, good eye right there. Very good job of taking that ball forward right there. Again, now the Indians have basically, want to go back to it. We're looking at the leadoff on, even though it's not the leadoff because the guy's already come around and scored, but that's batter number 2, and now you're at the third guy in the lineup, Adam, who's Reed Kent.
So Kent back in the lineup. He was shaken up in that series against Bevel, so good to see him back in the lineup today. Runner on first with no outs. Toss over is not in time. Remind you of some of today's sponsors: Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC Baptist Student Union, and Samstown Market. All proud to sponsor today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. Thought about going, couldn't pull the string on that one. Looks at it across for a strike. Does Reed Kent. So Kent will dig in with the runner at first. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. Looks at that one. A little too high and outside for the umpire's liking. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Kent comes in with a 308 batting average. Adam does have, looks like he's got one long ball on the season. He's got a home run. He's got 3 RBIs coming in the day, 4 hits, a couple of those being doubles.
Another throw over the first. Nice grab by the first baseman to keep that one from getting away from him. So he had to stretch across the player diving back in that time. 1-1 will stay the count here on Kent. Kent looks at a breaking pitch. It slid in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out. Runner at first here for the Indians. 1-1 is the score here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on its way. This one's going to be hit. Foul back out of play. And so we'll redo it at 1-2. Nice job by Kent coming up and finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive.
He was kind of reaching for one there, Adam. Looked like a little out of the strike zone, but he was reaching for one, thinking he needed to kind of make contact with it, but he was able to foul it off.
But one thing I'm glad you made contact with was the air conditioner button you just pushed.
Well, it was humid when I got up in there. He reached down and got that one. That's going to slide between first and second right there, Adam, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to get the runner over to third.
Try.
No, he's not. He's
what
going to
a
be out.
great throw.
Excellent throw.
Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars. Instant replay here. Heck of a toss. Got him without an issue there, and Indians trying to force the issue a little bit there. And
well,
I like it, though.
I do
Yeah.
too. I like it. I like the aggressiveness. We haven't seen that right fielder's on. Now we know. Okay, he's got a good arm on him, and he's going to be accurate. And so that's exactly what that was. Not only does he have a good arm, he's very accurate. Very accurate throw coming into third right there. So gets a big out right there after the single there by Reed Kent, who placed it, like I say, just perfectly in between first and second. So now the only one runner on base.
So now this will bring Houston Green to the plate. Houston playing third base.
Got hit.
And hits him. So Green will trot down to first. You know, a lot of people call that a free pass. I don't, because if you get hit, you earning it.
Ain't nothing free about it. I mean, you're going to feel it, and you're going to feel it tomorrow more than likely.
Yes.
But Dyersburg having some issues on the mound. That's 3 walks or 3 guys they have put on here just in inning number 1 in the bottom of the first. So Dyersburg on the mound right now having just a few difficulties. And how did you pronounce his name, Adam? Manis?
Cy Manis is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying too, then. If that's what you say, that's what I say.
All right, well.
Cy Manis.
You in trouble if you follow me. So 0-1 is the count, as this is Cannon Graham, the second baseman at the plate here for the Indians. Runners on first and second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked up nicely that time by Turner, as the count evens up now at 1-1.
Yeah, Cannon comes in. He's kind of looks like he's been swinging a hot stick here at him. He's got it's like 10 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Am I reading that correctly? 10 hits on the year, 3 of those being doubles. He's got 8 RBIs.
Yep.
So he's swinging a hot bat right now.
Yeah, he was a perfect 3 for 3 in game 1 here the other day against Dyersburg. So he is swinging a hot bat early on, and Indians hope he can continue to do that throughout the season.
Yeah, but that wind blowing like it is today, if you're Dyersburg, this could be trouble for them. He's a left-handed batter up here, and as I said, everything right now in the right field area, anything center field over right, it's blowing out big time.
There's a hard hit ball, but right at the second baseman. And do they get it? Yes, they do. They turn a Little Caesars double play. Great job over there at second base. Line out to second, toss to short to end the inning. We played 1 here in Fulton. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll Have more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. Dyersburg and ICC tied at 1 here in Fulton. This game scheduled for 9 innings. So only one game today. As this pitch popped up, foul back and out of play. That'll go for strike 1.
Yeah, I think this is, looks like it's a shortstop, Darren Richards.
This is going to be Darren Richards.
All right, and, of course, he comes in today. He's got a 300 average coming in today. He's at 10 at bats as he takes ball 1 right there, 1-1. And so has managed to put together 3 hits on that. Does have a long ball on the year, too. Adams got a 1 home run.
Wind kind of died down now, but it does get to whipping at times, and it is, as you said, blowing out to basically left center, looks like. Of course, you look at the trees, the pine trees out in left field. They're kind of calm right now, but they were whipping around pretty earlier, and I don't know where that one missed. 3-1 now is the count.
I don't think Wilson Rodriguez knows where that one missed, but that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Early in the season, 3-1.
So 3-1 pitch coming, and that'll be a walk.
Yeah, he did lose him there. That one was definitely outside right there. So that puts the leadoff guy on.
It'll be the second walk of the day for Rodriguez. As this is going to be the catcher, Braden Turner, batting in the 7th spot. So he'll dig in with a runner at first and no outs here in the top of the second. He checks the swing, and that one across for a strike.
Yeah, he checked it, didn't went too far with it, but either way, that was going to be a strike. That was right in there. So good pitch by Rodriguez. Good opening pitch right there. Quickly getting ahead, 0-1 here. Got a runner at first, though.
So 0-1 is the count.
Goes.
Runner goes. Little hit and run action here, and it's going to drop. And they're going to simply throw this one into second to keep the runners from advancing in that situation. So a nice job with the hit and run put on there by Dyersburg.
Yeah, did a great job right there. And of course, what Turner did was put the ball in play. Not only did he put it in play, but he dropped it right out there in between, just over the second baseman head, but then dropped in between center field and right. So that allowed the runner who was already in motion to get to third. So now you've definitely got a runner in scoring position if you're Dyersburg.
This is Wyatt Diffie, the DH, at the plate now here for Dyersburg. As that pitch in the dirt is going to get away, and this will allow another run to score.
And another runner to move up into scoring position as well. Both runners were on the move, were able to, advance off of that wild pitch right there by Wilson Rodriguez. So, again, not good right there on the Indians' end, because now they are Dyersburg's going to take the lead there on a 2-1. So, seeing kind of both ends of it right there with both squads right there. A little difficulty on the mound at times.
Looks like the Indians are going to send someone to the bullpen to start getting loose. That one in the dirt, but blocked up nicely to keep it from getting away. As the count now 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Got a runner in scoring position. No outs here if you're Dyersburg. So, again, plenty to work with here if you're them. It's in their favor right now.
So waiting the 2-0 pitch here. This one's hit, foul back, and out of play. We'll go 2-1 now.
Yeah,
so,
good pitch right there. He came back in right there, but that drew the swing there from Turner. And so excellent job right there by Wilson Rodriguez to come back in on the inner half of the plate.
2-1 pitch hit right up the middle, return to center. This is going to get through. This should play another run here. And it will. And so, that one kind of hopped up and caught the second baseman that was cutting that one off right in the chin. And so nothing you can do about that one. Just a good hit by Diffie right back at the pitcher into the outfield and put an RBI next to his single. And it's now 3-1 in favor of Dyersburg.
Yeah, good. Like you said, good piece of hitting. He took that pitch right back where it came from. Right over second base out there into center field, able to get the RBI on it very easily.
Still no outs here in the inning. Dyersburg getting the merry-go-round spinning. There's a shot right back up the middle. There's one. Can they get two? Yes, they do. Little Caesars double play. Let's go back and look at that one. For those of you scoring at home, 4 unassisted to 3. Retires Diffie, and that was Jaden Walton at the plate. So now with 2 outs in the inning, we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup in Hayden Strain, who grounded out to the pitcher. Grounded out to second in his first at bat. And they're going to say he committed to the swing. Strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think I looked at this. Strain came in before his previous at bat, came in with a .438 batting average today, as well as 16 at bats. He just looked at strike 2 right there. Rodriguez battling back quickly ahead, 0-2. Strain does have 3 RBIs coming into today. He's got 7 hits.
So 0-2 is the count. 2 outs here. Rodriguez looking for the exit. Strain trying to keep it going here. That pitch well outside. Didn't get him to chase. 1-2 now is the count here to Holden Strain.
Yeah, good job by Noah Canton back there in behind the plate, getting out there and blocking that one up and keeping that one in front of him. We want to see more of that in the Indians here. Even though there's no runners on base, we just still want to see that of the Indians because we've already had a couple of wild pitches here today.
So 2-2 now is the count. 2 outs. Rodriguez getting set to deliver the pitch. And there it is, strike 3.
Got a call there.
Nicely done as that one finds the corner.
Fans, keep up with all
as
things
that's
ICC
going to be the
athletics.
first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Rodriguez. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
That's what you do, but I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my pants.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Dr. Boggs, you ever have those people that come in, you're having a good day, just happy, skipping along throughout the day, and they say, you know what, you got some cornflakes, I need to pee in them and give you some bad news. You ever had anybody do that before?
Never.
Well, our men's basketball coach, Coach Wilson, just did that. So if I have to step out of the broadcast, it's just because he and I are going to go, hey, I'm kidding, Coach. I'm kidding, Coach. And appreciate Coach coming in and saying hi throughout the broadcast. As this pitch is popped up, backing out of play, 1-1 now is the count. But if you're new to our broadcast or ICC baseball, we like to have fun.
We do.
And sometimes we just
have fun.
Yeah, got to. As when you play 9-inning ball games, those take a while. So, and I'm still surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still surprised that you and I are allowed to be on the mic together, unmonitored by anybody.
Well, I think we've snuck it around people enough that they don't really understand and realize that we are. But you are correct, and that is strike two. Got down quickly down 1-2. Now that's going to be strike three, and Bryson Jackson goes down looking. But I'll say this: I did speak my piece to Dr. Case today. You were talking about that, and I said, when Adam and I started calling these games together, you could always count on the non-conference games being 7 innings. Not anymore.
No.
We are 9 innings if we can get them in now on non-conference. So, and folks, of course, we say that because it is a busy time of year and we don't want to miss anything here at ICC. Not that we will, as that's going to be ball one. But, hey, we're going to get some baseball in. We love that, and that's what we want to get some time in. But we've also got a lot of other things. We've got a basketball tournament that's on campus tonight.
Yes, got that going on, and our own basketball games and softball. They'll have their home opener tomorrow, weather pending, but it is scheduled for a 2 o'clock start. We do invite you to join us right back here on the Red Channel for softball. And then, as we said, baseball could be Thursday night, could be a 9-inning game that starts at 7 o'clock. So we will keep you posted on that. You hear Dr. Bob's kind of laughing at that because 9-inning games last a while. Granted, we'll have basketball going, so I'll probably be able to come back after basketball and catch the last 4 or 5 innings of the game. But we'll try to have that to you. We're going to try to do it on the Blue Channel for those watching if that game is played Thursday. Of course, it's not confirmed yet. It's that pitch right down the middle for a strike. But as of right now, that is the plan. Whether it changes crazily around here, but we're ironically enough playing ICC. Illinois Central having to make that long drive from, I believe, Peoria, Illinois. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So want to make sure they don't waste a trip, basically, is what we're trying to do. So we're going to work with them. Once that is official, you can visit letsgoicc.com or follow us on your favorite social media platform, Let's Go ICC, to get those updates.
So who you saying that I would be with is that one's going to be lined right back up the middle there. Just to the right of the second baseman for a base hit by Trey Gunn. Good piece of hitting right there. Kind of an inside-out swing, able to get it off the hands there and get it up there. But who are you saying that I will be here with on Thursday night?
Number 11, Noah.
I think it's going to be Dr. Boggs and Dr. Boggs.
Now, that's not a good idea. I can tell you that.
Have you ever seen those schedules where it says TBD, to be determined? That's what we're sitting on Thursday
that's
for
fine.
right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
But we will get it figured out as Gunn starts us off with a 1-out, or should say starts us off, but he does reach on a 1-out single. I forgot that Jackson struck out to start the inning. And another snap throw over. Yeah, that's going to be the fun part, is not only finding, obviously we'll get the camera set up, but someone that can run the broadcast because we'll be at basketball. So, hey, if anybody's out there wanting to volunteer,
I can do this side.
I know
just
Andy
can't do
Kirk.
your side.
I know Andy Kirk is watching right now as that pitch runs inside for a ball. Don't know if he's feeling well enough.
All that you do over there, that's. I struggle enough getting it written down here like I need to just in front of me, much less to have to sit there and manage there's a pitch that gets away from the first baseman. It's not a pitch. It was going over toward they were throwing him, trying to chase the runner back here, Trey Gunn. He was able to take second off of that arrow right there. So, again, good job by the Indians taking advantage of that. They are down 3-1, now have a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
So, yeah, nice job by Trey showing off that speed to be able to get to second to move an Indian in scoring position here. This is Noah Canton, the catcher, at the plate here for the Indians. He's working with a 1-0 count and 1 out. That pitch runs inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to Canton.
Yeah, kind of started his hips and all that forward, but didn't swing at all. Didn't draw any swing. Again, he's up in the count here.
So 2-0 is the count. 1 out. Runner at second. Indians trail 3-1. There's a chopper back to the pitcher. Too tall. Going to be a tough play here. Going to have to hurry. Throw across the weight. No, he dropped it.
Dropped it right there. That's going to be an error on Dyersburg, but it was going to move the runner up, Trey Gunn, no matter what the third, and he was already there just due to the nature of that hit and where it was. Good piece of running right there. It was hit behind him, and so he was able to knock that ball down, and that chop, Adam, went high enough over the pitcher's head. He just wasn't able to pull it down. So it was going to be a tough play either way. First baseman just happened to just drop that throw over. So, again, ICC now with the first and third situation.
E3 on the play. Puts runners on the corners now, as there's a fastball inside corner for a strike, as this is Will Cavanis, the first baseman for the Indians, stepping in, trying to get the bat sparked here for the Indians. They've got 2 hits so far in the contest. That went in there for a strike as well.
Quickly down 0-2 here for Cavanis. There's still 1 out. No motion here, anything with the first and third. No type of offense, as we've seen, trying to draw a throw or anything like that to get the run in. Still early in the game as he swings through that pitch right there. Cavanis, strike 3. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Now that puts the Indians in a different scenario here with 2 outs.
Yeah, we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup. That's to be Jacob Curl coming to the plate. That's the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Manis. And so now the Indians needing to see if they can spark a little bit of 2-out rally here. Trailing this one 3-1. Runners on the corners. Pearl, this is that first pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah, looked like he took something off of that one a little bit, Adam, to draw that one in there. But good take right there on pitch number 1 here at the second time around to Jacob Pearl.
So 0-1 is the count. There is 2 outs.
Now
runner goes.
Throw
down is in time and going to try to get the run down. And they do get the run in, and they do get the out. So count the run, but the Indians get them in a run down. So ICC does add another run to the board as they now trail at 3-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
dance in my pants.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as a swing on the first pitch, and it's going to drop for a base hit. As we shift now to the top of the third inning. New pitcher in the game. Brad, tell us more about the new pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, you got Drew Rousey that has come in for the Indians. Drew's a redshirt freshman out of Rains in Mississippi. Played at Biggersville. I'll get it right in a minute and get it out appropriately there. Drew comes into the day. He does have a 1 win, no losses, 1 appearance on the year. Looks like he's only had 4 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs. So, early in the year, that's just some early in the year stats. But coming into today, only 4 innings pitched for Drew.
So 0-1 is the count here on Vaughn. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Big, healthy swing and a miss there. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, and that was a great job by Connor, Stutz.
Yeah, Bennett Stutz. Yep.
Stutz. I can't read my own handwriting. I apologize. Stutz coming in there, first pitch swinging off of a new pitcher and driving that first pitch out there. Now, that one's kind of hit off the end of the bat. Pulled the guy off second. Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to say he was safe, and I agree with that.
Yep.
Guy had a left-handed hitter right there, hit it to third, hit it off the end of the bat. Third baseman fielded it, went to throw to second, had plenty of, it was going to get there in time, but the throw drew the second baseman up and off the base at him, so the runner's going to be safe at second, safe at first.
E5 on the play. And so now with runners at first and second, no outs, this is Brady Byers at the plate. He singled, advanced on the throw, but was left stranded back in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a ball.
And these are those areas. Now, granted, it is early in the season, extremely early in the season. But these are the eras right there that you're down there if you're Coach Lott and you're gnashing your teeth right now.
So 0-1 is the count. No outs. Runners at first and second. Big opportunity here for the Eagles.
Corners are in.
Yep. That pitch missing high and outside. Ball 2.
Indians play in a double play scenario. Of course, they're trying to hold the runners at second on, but you got your short and your second playing more up the middle, trying to get the double play in there, and of course the corners are in, so they're trying to play forward, try to get that get 2 outs out of this, if possible.
Ball in the dirt. 3-0 now is the count here to Byers.
Doesn't matter what you do, though. If you're not throwing it across the plate, you're not going to get it. So what you're going to end up doing, as we all know, is loading the bases. So I fully expect for Byers to be taken here on this pitch.
Yeah, I don't know if he takes 2 in a row in this situation. So we'll see here. 3-0 pitch on its way. Red light was on, and it's in there for a strike. So now it's got to be one of those situations where, hey, if you can think you can barrel this thing up, swing at it. But if not.
Yeah, if it's not perfect right here, you don't swing. And that's what you tell Byers. This one's got to be perfect. Look at the scenario. Look at how much trouble they've been having. Don't swing if it's not your perfect pitch. It was his perfect pitch, apparently, because he fouled it off, and that's going to the parking lot, and I don't think we got a card. Nope, sure didn't.
Nope. But we didn't get any the other day either. That's one thing I told folks, that we kind of keep a tally, if you will, unofficial tally on vehicles that get dinged up at the ballpark. 3-2 now is the count. Big opportunity for Rousey to battle back here and get a Renaissance Bank strikeout. And he does.
Wow. What a comeback right there by Rousey, to get that big first out. Now the Indians can play back on the corners. They can move everything back defensively, still trying to get that double play to get them out of the inning if possible, but they can move those corners back.
That's the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Rousey. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. So 1 out, runners do not advance in that situation. They're on first and second. And this is Williamson at the plate. Time is taken. Williamson grounded out 4-3 to end the first in his only at bat so far. So he will dig in here, trying to spark the bats for the Eagles. They lead it 3-2. Big, healthy swing and a miss there for strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned on Williamson, but he came in with a .429 average today, so he's 14 at bats on his end, 6 hits, 4 RBIs. So not someone you're taking lightly here if you're the Indians, especially with a runner in scoring position.
So 0-1 is the count. Rousey on the hill, that one low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Williamson.
Yeah, took something off of that one and just could not get it to land there or cross in the strike zone to the umpire's liking. So, as you say, their ball.
So Rousey will dig in with a 1-1 count, checks the runner, now delivers. This one popped up and out of play. We'll go 1-2.
So he's ahead. So Rousey sitting here ahead with 1-2 count. Does have one out again. Sure, we'll take a K. Love to get that double play ball, too, if you can shake that one out.
So Williamson will dig in. Rousey set to deliver. That pitch floats outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, just leaving that one out there. You can't do that. Don't need to leave those out there like that. That's dangerous. It's dangerous in many ways. One way right there, it could end up being a pass ball, but or a wild pitch, but that's dangerous.
This pitch popped up deep left side, left fielder, center fielder tracking back and will make the play up against the wall. So they'll tag the runner at second to third. So a productive out there.
Yeah, did his job right there for Williamson. He drove it deep out there into left center, right at the 365, just to the right, or our right of the scoreboard out there. And so did an excellent job of getting that one well deep enough for the runner to tag from second to third. Does bring the second out of the inning. And so far, again, no damage done on that for the Indians. Still 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, that one, if the wind was blowing like it was earlier, it would have been carried out of the ballpark. So a break there for the Indians from Mother Nature. As now this is Richards, who walked and scored on a wild pitch in his only appearance so far. As that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count with 2 outs. So the Indians need to get out of this inning with no damage done. Eagles trying to tack onto this lead here.
Yep.
Well behind on that one. Nice pitch.
Yeah, I mean, he was waiting. I don't think he was looking for that pitch at all, because as late as he waited to swing at that one, I mean, the pitch was already almost in the mitt before he was swinging to committing to swinging on that one.
That one outer edge for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here.
I'd bring it again. He doesn't seem like he's trying to figure out too much. He's doing too much thinking up there at the plate, trying to guess which pitch is coming, and he's not doing a good job with it. I'd come back with that same pitch.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. Rousey delivers. Grounder, third baseman gets it. Throw over to first is in time, and the Indians get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 3-2 Dyersburg with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this. ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. Partly cloudy day today. Brad, we talked about the wind being an issue, but it's also one of those, wow, that music is really loud.
It is. Very loud.
It's one of those where if the ball flies up in the sky, you could easily lose it in those clouds today.
Yeah, you could easily lose it as long, and like you say, even with that wind, that's going to be the challenging part right there for both teams. It's getting it up in those clouds. I mean, if that ball does get up there and flies out up there in the clouds, as again we're back up to Jacob Pearl here, who is leading off this inning, who is the leadoff batter. But again, that wind plays some. It's going to play havoc on that ball because that wind is out there and it's blowing pretty good.
This one's going to be popped up. Center fielder's going to chase back, and it's going to be off the bottom of the wall, and Pearl's going to truck it to 2.
Easily, no one there.
And an easy double by Pearl.
Yeah, stand-up double right there. He smashed that one. Again, that wind blowing directly out at him right there in center. Excellent job. Took it off the wall out there in center field. Good start right there with the Indians needed, and there was no doubt when Pearl got that one out there. We've seen his speed earlier today. He could get there.
Number 4, Brody Thompson.
And so now this will bring Brody Thompson to the plate. He walked, but was thrown out trying to advance to third. And so he will dig in here. RBI opportunity with a runner at second.
Oh, got him.
And hit him. So he will be the second batter today hit by a pitch.
Yeah, not what you wanted there if you're Dyersburg at all. No one wants that. But now you got runners at first and second here with no outs. And you got your number 3 guy coming up, and that's the reason why the coach is going to go out there and have a little chat.
So when they have this conversation, we'll take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back out of that timeout. No changes made there for Dyersburg. ICC trailing at 3-2 here in the bottom of the third, but they've got runners at first and second. It was a double by Pearl, and then Thompson was hit by a pitch, and this will bring up Reed Kent, who singled. And his only at bat so far, he was part of a Little Caesars double play to end the first inning as that pitch across for a strike.
Yeah, took something off of that one right there, that leadoff pitch to Kent right there. And so just not one he wanted to swing at, not in his wheelhouse right there, not one he felt like he could drive, had his balance off a little bit. So good pitch right there to lead off. That one's going to be in the turf there for ball 1-1-1 to count.
As Brad mentioned, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the third inning, ICC trailing this one 3-2 here to Dyersburg. This game was originally scheduled to be 2, but because of the weather, they decided, well, let's just go ahead and play 1 9-inning game instead.
I thought you were going to say 1 18-inning game.
Let's do that. I like it. It's kind of like your ICC Images photo deal.
That's right.
1 for $1, 2 for $2.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, when you run a special like that, you got to take advantage of it, and that's the consumer in me.
It's just you and the giving type of person you
and
are.
I am giving, I tell you. I'm very giving as they look the runner back. Pearl at second, got him back. That breaking pitch way outside, not going to draw a swing by Kent. And so that's going to be a 2-1 count. But got a little concern for Pearl over there, enough to draw the throwback. But Pearl, I doubt, when you have a left-handed batter up in Kent, you're not going to take third generally in this situation as far as stealing.
That pitch right at the knees for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Indians trying to claw back in this one.
Somebody cranked up a lawnmower.
They did. They did go to my yard and get rid of some of them leaves. Waiting the 2-2 pitch here. That one at the knees.
Can't look at that.
Called that same pitch, the previous pitch, and I'm saying this, I mean, he likes the edges. He's caught it left, right, up, and down. So it's one of those situations, anything close, you got to have that swinger's mentality.
Well, you do. I mean, and then on top of that, you had 2 strikes on you too, and so anything close on that end, you just can't take that out of them. I mean, you can't. And so it is early in the year, and we like to chalk things up to being early in the year, but that's a learning moment right there. Now you got 1 out. That's going to be strike 1 there. You went around on that first pitch right there. So you got strike 1 now. I mean, and out number 1. Still got a runner in scoring position. Indians looking to try to tie this thing up.
So 0-1 is the count. Runners at first and second here for the Indians, trailing 3-2. That pitch in there for a strike. And I tell you what, Manis, whatever the coach said to him when he come out and talked to him for a second, he may want to bottle that because he has been filling up the zone ever since.
Well, he took something off of that one right there. Now, again, it's wide open. He can go wherever he wants to in his pitching playbook here. And that
was close, yeah.
Yeah, it was close, but good eye there by Green to take that pitch. Now that's 1-2, but coming on that inside part of the plate right there for that 0-2 pitch right there. Nice placement there by Manis.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Got
that one right down the middle. Looking at another one. The Indians cannot figure out the riddle. Well, that is Manis.
Again, you're going to have, if Coach Lott is not going to have any teeth by the end of the day if you continue to have these situations. Again, another situation where you don't take strike 3 right there, especially when you got the situation you're in. You don't stand there and look at strike 3. Done it twice now.
Yeah, that was the top 2 hitters in the lineup there in Kent and Green. Now this is going to be Graham coming to the plate. He's had a hot bat, and the Indians need him to keep a hot bat here. See if they can tie this thing up, maybe spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here, trailing 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. This game scheduled for 9 innings. As Graham to the first baseman, who drops it, able to pick it up and recover, and the Indians can't get it done again. We'll head to the top of the 4th, but before we do that, we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 25, Braden Turner.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the 4th inning. ICC left some runners on the bag there in the bottom of the 3rd, a chance to tie it up. They trail it 3-2 now, as this will be the 7, 8, 9 batters due up. Turner, Diffie, and Walton for Dyersburg.
Yeah, got a new pitcher in for Etowamba, going to be number 18, Noah Wilder on the hill. Left-hander, sophomore. Out of Millington, Tennessee, comes in. He I think he's got one appearance on the year, nothing major out there, just one inning thrown still early in the years. He draws strike 2 right there out of Braden Turner. So I think it was strike 2.
Yep.
Or maybe
strike 1. Strike 1, yep.
Yeah, it was close. I was just one off.
You were predicting what this next pitch is about to be.
That's strike 2 right there. And there it is.
That's exactly what it was. So 1-2 now is the count. Turner singled and scored a run in his only at bat so far. He's catching here in this game today. I was so used to saying 2 games, but only 1 today.
Yeah, 1 18-inning game, as we're saying, is all it is.
Little off-speed pitch there gets him ahead of that one, fouls it off. We'll sit at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs here. Turner starting us off here in the top of the 4th. This game's scheduled for 9.
He went around
check swing there, back to the pitcher. Going to not panic, take his time, and get it over for the out.
Yeah, good job right there. As you mentioned, not panic, takes that little check swing oopsie right there out to the mound. Noah Wilder fielded it clean and turned and made the throw, gets the first out. Big time right there for the Indians. Indians only down 1 run, out of this. And, there's been some sloppy, there's been some error, there's been some plays, some times and some occasions where Indians, that's going to be ball 1 well outside that Coach Lott is hopefully saying these are learning moments and we have got to fix this stuff and adjust it before we get further on in the season. But that's what part of this is about here early in the season, and it is getting adjusted. That's going to be strike 1 on the outside part of the plate.
1-1 now is the count here to Diffie. He had an RBI single, and his only at bat then was erased on a Little Caesars double play to not end the second, but in the second. And they said he did commit to the swing. 1-2 now is the count. We appreciate everyone that's tuning in here this afternoon. If you're watching, hit us up on the app formerly known as Twitter.
Please do.
Now called X.
I have one of those.
Really?
No, just kidding.
I was going to say, I was going to say downstairs is frozen over. If that was the case.
People were really going to be looking if I had something out there, I'm going to tell you, just because I don't have anything.
I don't have any, as there's a Renaissance Bank strikeout there.
Big time.
I was going to say, I have no notifications on my phone, but if you had Twitter, you would be the only notifications I had.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Keep a low profile in the world. I have no idea what's going on unless.
Best way to be, in my opinion.
Unless it just comes through the channels there. So that's going to be ball 1 right there. Just enough outside or high enough where the ump did not want to call that one. Indians coming out here too. Noah Wilder with a good first inning so far with getting 2 outs out of the first 2 batters. That's going to be ball 2.
Oh, wow. I put it down as a strike, but you said it, ball 2. Some of the fans starting to chirp a little bit.
Yeah.
2-0 now is the count here to Walton.
That's going to call.
And that one's in there for a strike. 2-1 now is the count.
I think it's because I have a better seat this year.
That's what it is.
Normally I was a little further over here where Cal's sitting. And I think now I'm sitting over here a little closer, and that's going to be swung on, kind of fouled back. That's going to be strike 2, 2. So you get 2s across the board at the top up there. Hopefully we get that 3rd K or that 3rd out right here. Not 3rd K, 3rd strike or 3rd out, and let's get out of this inning.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. On its way, and that one just a bit high.
That one's not going to do it right there. That's not going to draw a swing.
So now the count goes full at 3-2. Walton at the dish. Awaiting the pitch here from Wilder. And fouls this one, or pops it up. Is it going to stay in play?
Trouble.
It is. I thought it was going to get out of play, but it does not. It stays down the line. And this is going to go for a double.
Yeah. He did a great job of swinging on that pitch right there. It was inside half of the plate, Adam, and what he did was he went down and got that and drove it out to right field. Again, not taking anything away from Mr. Walton there because he did an excellent job of hitting. Yes, some of that wind out there I'm sure helped it a little bit, but our right field, we were not playing for that. We weren't playing for that to be hit there. That was close to the line out there, but far enough over this side of the line in fair territory that definitely easy hit, easy stand-up double.
A pitch outside for a ball. Indians continue to struggle to find that 3rd out of an inning. That's the early tale of the tape for the squad so far, but as you said, part of those growing pains and learning parts of the early part of the season. First pitch outside for a ball. Second pitch inside, ball 2.
Yeah, he kind of banged his helmet there because I think he was like, man, if I'd have stayed in on that, instead of, bowing out, if I'd have just kind of, rolled my shoulders as I'm taught to do, I'd be sitting at first right now.
So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at second here for the Eagles. That one in there for a strike. Nice job coming back. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, it was a good job. Beauty coming back right there. You got left on left up here with Strain. Like I say, left-hand side of the batter. He's a left-handed batter. But with Noah Wilder out there, also the left-handed pitcher.
2-1 pitch. Grounder to the second baseman. He's going to come over, soft toss it over, and get the out. So the Indians get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Welcome back, ladies and
Now
gentlemen.
batting for your Indians, number 14, Bryson
Is
Jackson.
the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Bryson Jackson, Trey Gunn, and Noah Canton here for the Indians. ICC trailing it 3-2. Have had some opportunities to put some runs on the board, but haven't been able to scratch across any runs. So hopefully the Indians can get it going here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, strike one right there to Bryson Jackson. So Manis quickly up 0-1. That's going to be 0-2 right there as that pitch drops down in there. Kind of took something off that little breaking pitch there, coming in there at 0-2 count. Now Jackson's got to protect the plate.
So Manis, who struggled early, has settled down and pitched well over the last few innings. A little throwaway pitch there. Couldn't get him to chase. 1-2 now is the count. Remind everyone to join us tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Softball action, Jackson State coming to town. So we wait the 1-2 pitch here. And got him again.
Yeah, went around right there, chased that one, and so got him. So that's going to be out number 1 right there.
Now batting for your Indians,
top,
number 19,
excuse me, bottom of the
Trey Gunn.
Second time today that we've had Jackson strike out in that situation. So the Indians' bats needing to come to life here, and this is a guy that's got one of the 3 hits so far today. That's Trey Gunn. Trey
scored too.
And he's going to be hit by a pitch.
You know, and that's where, if you had to say anything against Manis today as far as what he's done pitching, that's the 3rd time that he has hit someone. Now, Itawamba just hasn't done a good job of taking advantage of all of those opportunities. And so that's what Itawamba's got to do here. Even though there's 1 out, you still got to take advantage of it because now ICC does have a little speed on the bases.
So this will be Noah Canton coming to the plate. He reached on an error in his only at-bat so far here in the contest. And they're going to respect that speed with a toss over to first. No issue as Gunn gets back.
Just trying to look back, see where we're at on that, and see if Trey had stolen. Trey does not have any stolen bases on the year, so.
That pitch low and inside for a ball here to Canton.
Matter of fact, looks like the Indians, they're Brody Thompson and Cannon Graham have the leaders with stolen bases on the year thus far at 2 apiece.
Gunn gets the lead over at first. Now he goes.
Hit and run.
And
Nope, fouled it.
Yep, fouled it off the batter there. So Trey will head back to first. And that'll even up the count now at 1-1.
Do we know if the concession stand's open, Adam?
I believe they are.
BSU?
It is. It's ran by the BSU. Of course,
yeah.
If you come to the ballpark and you get something from the concession stand, it will go towards helping fund their mission trip that they go on during spring break. So that ball gets away, but not far enough for Gunn to advance to second.
Yeah, they always go on a good mission trip, spring break. Don't know where they're going this year. I haven't heard, but they're going on. They generally do a good mission trip there where go out. ICC and the BSU, their ICC BSU chapter represents very well in trying to help out there in the communities that they serve. As that one swung on and fouled down the third base line there, so that's going to be strike 2 still there, or strike 2 on Noah Canton.
So 1-2 now is the count. 1 out in the inning and runner at first in the speedy Gunn. So anything down in the gap in the outfield can make something big happen here for the Indians. And that pitch, borderline pitch, just missing. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, couldn't get the call on that one as far as Manis wanting it, didn't get it. So like you say, 2-2 count here to Canton.
And toss over to first, not in time.
Giving a lot of respect over there to Gunn. Obviously, we've seen, and they have seen his speed and him getting around the bases pretty quickly. And so giving a lot of respect over there to him, trying to keep him at bay over there and not let him get in scoring position.
2-2 pitch. Runner goes. This one lifted. And it's going to be back to the wall. And what a diving catch.
Got to go back through.
And now Gunn's going to have to hurry back to first.
And he will.
Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. Heck of a jumping effort to rob the Indians of a run and an extra base hit out there in left field.
For your Indians, number
and
27, Will
Walton,
Happiness.
a little shaken up out there, rightfully so, as he took a tough landing out there in left field, and he's going to try to walk things off there. Coaches are going to go check on him. Let's take a quick break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back to action. We do have a change.
Now playing in left field for the Eagles, number 13,
here for the Eagles.
Logan Shapiro.
It'll be Logan Shapiro coming in now for what we hope is not a very serious injured Jaden Walton, who made a outstanding Sports Center worthy leaping play to rob the Indians of what would have been the tying run and an extra base hit out there in left field. So hopefully Walton is okay. Shapiro will come in his place out there in left field.
Well, the good thing, I mean, he's walking off, and he walked off with our trainer over there, so nothing on that end. It looked like something wrist, hand, finger-oriented out there. I don't know that he injured, as that one's going to be swung through and missed right there for strike one to Will Cavanis. But, yeah, again, like you said, hopefully it's not something that's going to keep him out an extended period of time there on whatever that wrist, hand type of injury he just may have experienced.
Cavanis digging in here. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now is the count. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging to end the second, trying to avoid that here in the fourth.
And so quickly down, as you mentioned, 0-2, and that's got to protect, got to kind of shorten up and try to put something in play for Cavanis.
0-2 pitch, runner goes.
And
this one hit hard. Left fielder now is going to have to go back, and he's going to watch this one off the wall. This will tie the ball game as Gunn rounds third, and that'll be a double off the bat of Cavanis.
And I mentioned a while ago there were three mistakes really that we saw by Manis today, and that was 3 hit by pitches. Right there was mistake number 4. You got him down on not an 0-2, but you had 2 strikes on him. He left that one up in the zone way too much. That one just floated up there enough where Cavanis was sitting on it. It looked like as big of a beach ball out there, and I'm talking about he drove it. Of course, that's going to bring their coach out to the mound. Probably going to see a pitching change.
3-3 is the score, and it's like Colin Minga and I talked about yesterday. It never fails. You send somebody new in the game, the ball's going to find you. Left fielder just checked in, and, of course, that one got over his head, as we will have a call to the bullpen here as the Indians do tie it up 3-3. There's 2 outs in the inning and a runner on second. With the call to the bullpen, we'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back. New pitcher in the game here as ICC ties it up 3. Going to try our best at this. This is Guillermo Colazo Cruz coming in to pitch. I do apologize if not necessarily getting that right, as the Indians with a runner at second and 2 outs. And that
Strike
first
one.
pitch in there for a strike. As this is back to the top of the lineup here in Jacob Pearl.
Cruz has had some appearances on the year. Looks like 4 innings pitched thus far. He does have 4 Ks to his credit coming in and 1 walk.
That pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, a big-time 2-out double. That's one thing we said the Indians have struggled with this year, is coming up with that 2-out hit. Well, that was a clutch one off the bat of Will Cavanis that came off the wall in left field.
Squared in the bunt.
And
Went at it, missed it.
Didn't get it there. Good idea, because the third baseman did not react to it because he had to stay back in case.
No, and you got Pearl up there at a left-handed hitter, too, at that. So already got a step on everybody being a left-handed batter right there. Plus, he's got that speed. I'm like you, Adam. Good thought. Just couldn't get it down.
1-2 pitch, and it's fouled off.
Just got a piece of that one.
Keeping the at-bat alive here. That's what we like. We saw a couple of at-bats earlier where the Indians didn't really get aggressive with 2 strikes on the board and looked at strike 3. So Pearl battling to keep the at-bat alive here, see if he can extend the inning with a base hit. 1-2 pitch. And they're going to call that one a strike. Wow, that one looked a little bit up that time, but the umpire liked it for strike 3. And so a nice job by Cruz to come in and close the door on the Indians' rally. We've played 4 in Fulton. We're tied at 3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen. With a team of hosts like no others, join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesar's new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things. Bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
My brain.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. ICC got a run back there in the bottom of the 4th. After a RBI double from Cavitas, scored Gunn, who was hit by a pitch. That first pitch, a ball, as this is Stutz, Vaughn, and Byers due up. 2-3-4 batters for Dyersburg. Hard hit ball is going to get through, and that'll go for a single.
Yeah, right in the 6 hole right there, Adam, and excellent job. Turned on that pitch, and so leadoff guy on, as you said. Now you got a left-on-left situation coming up here with Connor Vaughn, and you're getting to the meat of their lineup. So got to be careful here. If you're the Indians and if you're Wilder here, you don't want to leave anything up. With this wind blowing out today, we've already seen some of those balls from the Indians' bats traveling out there, and we've already seen some from them. Now he's going to square the bunt, pulls back because that's going to be ball 1. So interesting right there, in my opinion, but. Hey, you're going to take runs. I mean, if you're going to try to get runs, you're going to try to get them however you can get them. But interesting decision there by Dyersburg, in my opinion, if he continues. He did not. And that's what I thought.
Rips that one, and it's going to be pulled down the line in right field. Right fielder will dive in front of it, and we'll have runners on the corners now here for the Eagles.
I like that call better. If I'm Dyersburg, I'm playing the odds. It's early in the season, too. And what happened right there, if you're them, Connor Vaughn turns on that singles, rips it down the line, the first base line there, and that gets the runner over to third. Now you easily have a runner in scoring position and a first and third situation with a mound visit by the Indians.
So a quick mound visit. Let's take a look at today's sponsors and talk about some of those this afternoon here, as it's Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Banco Colonna, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, and your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland, a proud sponsor of all of this season's athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. So a brief meeting on the mound there as we're back to action now.
Now we're looking at bunt.
Shows bunt, pulls back, and will take it for a ball. 1-0 is the count here as this is Byers. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He singled, advanced on the throw back in the first, struck out swinging in the third. So runners on the corners here for Dyersburg. Wilder checks the runner at first, now delivers. Shows bunt, that one outside, 2-0 now is the count.
Going to be interesting here, and if he gets one down, is it going to be hard enough? He wants it to just die out there. You don't want one hard enough. Obviously, the Indians could turn 2 out of it if you're Dyersburg. So if you get one down, you want it to basically, now that's not what you want to have happen right there. That could change the scenario. It does, because now the runner's going to score. What happened was Wilder stepped off, threw at the runner at third to check him. In turn, the ball got by the third baseman. Runner scores on that era, as well as the other runner who was at first, which is going to be Vaughn, moves up to second. So now you have a 4-3 game with another runner in scoring position and no outs.
So a tough break there for the Indians. 2-0.
Did I good at explaining that?
You did a wonderful job explaining that. As now the count is 3-0. I like how you're making a point, just shifted gears. And then just
learn from the best.
Just like you're driving a Ford from Metro Ford. Just smooth.
Learn from the best.
Yeah, there it is.
It was you.
You talking about Cal?
I'm learning from
you. Oh,
you.
talking about me. Okay. That pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count here to Brady Byers.
Yeah, Byers could really do some damage right here, and you could open it up and get a 2-run lead if he could get one down in the outfield. Again, that wind is just constantly blowing out right there. That flag totally turned toward our football field.
Instead, it's going to draw a walk, and so he'll get the free pass down to first.
And it's going to get a free ticket probably back to the dugout because Coach Lott is visiting the mound.
So another mound visit coming up here for the Indians. We'll take the timeout with them. Hear a word from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back. New pitcher in the game here. Brad, tell us about the new pitcher on the mound.
Interesting enough, Scott Green is in, who is out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, Center Hill. Guess what?
What's that?
He has a brother who's also playing on our team, who's Houston Green, who is out there and playing third base for us. So Scott comes in, and he is a right-handed pitcher, a sophomore, as that is strike one. And Scott has not had a lot of action on the year from what I've seen here. Has seen a game, but doesn't have an ERA, hasn't registered anything, does have one walk, one strikeout with only a 1 1/3 inning pitched.
Well, he zips that first one across with a strike, for a strike. And then that one just got away from him there.
Dead ball.
And so now it'll be bases loaded and a prime opportunity here for Dyersburg to open this one up.
Yeah, again, we don't have any outs. Indians now have, again, no outs on the inning. Now you've just loaded the bases. Prime opportunity. Of course, that's going to draw your corners in here. So first and third is going to be playing in. Second short, playing back, trying to get the double play out of the situation here. Indians outfield has to play deeper than normal too, Adam, here because of this wind. I about got him again right there. So that about we got a free pass in, but we're pitching now to Darian Richards here, the shortstop for Dyersburg.
Yeah, that last one of those coaching opportunities. You got to tell him to get that bat down. That one almost hit the bat when he ducked. So 1-0 is the count. There's a grounder. Shortstop's going to get it. There's one. Can they get two? Yes, they do.
All right, that's what you played for right there. You're gonna sacrifice that run to get the 2 outs. You've already set yourself up in bad territory right there with the bases loaded and no outs. Indians did what they had to do. You had your second and third set up for that. Defensively, they get the double play. They get the 2 outs here. They do sacrifice that run. Dyersburg now takes a 5-3 lead.
Now it's just on the Indians to find that third out here to keep the damage to a minimum. They've scored 2 so far here in the top of the 5th. They lead it 5-3. This pitch popped up. Center fielder, and over the head of the right fielder, couldn't get to it.
Again, that wind, I'm telling you.
Yep, and that's going to go for a double.
Yeah, that's going to go for a double, and that's big time right there. I'm not taking anything away from any hitter up here today. I'm just telling you. So I'm not taking anything away. There has to be solid contact for it to get out there. But there is a lot of wind help out there today, and those outfielders I know on both squads know that because, again, you're dealing with a tough wind scenario right there. That drove in another run. Dyersburg takes a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, there you see the flag out in center field, how it's been blowing out today, and it's been shifting at times as well. And so a nice job there once again by Dyersburg coming up with that 2-out hit, something that has haunted the Indians all season long so far. That pitch on the edge for a strike, 0-1 now is the count. This is Diffie.
Yes.
At the plate, Wyatt Diffie, not to be confused with Holmes Steve Diffie.
Well, I was going to ask you that earlier. You think there's any relation right there?
Well, he's not 7'8" like Diffie is, so. That pitch in the dirt, 1-1 now is the count. He's a big old boy, though.
Yeah.
Could be. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. Green looking for that out here to get the Indians out of the inning. That one right down the middle for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Diffie.
Says he's 6'2".
Yeah, he's about a foot shorter than Diffie.
Yeah, definitely a foot short.
So 1-2 now is the count. Green getting set to deliver the pitch. The grounder, Green finds it. Nice job. And the toss over in time for the out. Not only did he have enough time to toss it over, he had enough time to fix his hat.
Exactly.
So we've played 4.5, and ICC trails it. Should be 5-3. 6-3. It is 6-3. So they did score 3 in the inning.
They did.
So we'll take a break, figure it out. Be back with more right after this.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at metrofordautosales.com. MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the fifth inning. ICC sees Dyersburg put 3 on the board to take a 6-3 lead here. Heading into the bottom of the fifth, it'll be Thompson, Kent, and Houston Green scheduled up here for the Indians.
Yeah, big discrepancy right out there. If you looked at the scoreboard, you're looking at hits right now, and that's one of the big discrepancies you're going to see at Etowamba with only 4 hits on the day. Dyersburg putting together 8 hits, and so also with some untimely errors on both sides there. But, that's a big factor right there as Brody Thompson takes ball 1 right there, 1-1 count. And Dyersburg able to piece together and put together those hits right there timely, especially that last inning right there, Adam, to get them 3 runs.
There's a shot to the shortstop. Going to take an awkward hop, but he's able to get it. Throw across the way. Is it in time? Just got him by half a step. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay here. And it's going to be close and just one of those that we don't have a good angle up here, but the umpire right there on top of it.
Number 9, Reed Kent.
And so that will be a ground out 5-3 6-3. Heck of an effort over there by Richards to get the out of the speedy Thompson. So now this will bring Kent to the plate. He takes a healthy swing at that one, misses for strike 1.
Yeah, that was an outside part of the plate, probably a ball 1. Probably it was close to that outside, to that edge out there, but swung through it and missed.
And same pitch there, and now 0-2 is the count. And
Kent's trying to pull one right there, Adam, and you got to go with the pitch. He's a little over, just a little eager right there, and not taking into account what the pitch is and driving that pitch where it's placed.
And he chases it again there.
Yeah,
and
that was a
tough
bad at
break.
bat. That was a bad at bat right there by Reed Kent. Just went up there swinging.
Now batting for your
that's one of those that's when you kind of know you're in your head right there, especially for a kid like Reed.
Yeah, I mean,
Reed's a good batter, but that's the second time he struck out today, so possibly the frustration is kind of shining through on that one.
I'm going to say you're right there because that just was not a good at bat at all.
And that pitch across for a strike. This is Houston Green, and we talked about it with Manis and now Cruz. They're doing a great job of throwing strikes early and getting ahead of the batters.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from Cruz out there. Cruz has done a good job. That was going to be high for ball 1 right there. So nothing away from Cruz and the job he's done. He's doing his job. He's out there throwing strikes, pumping it in there. ICC's not doing their job. But, again, great job by Cruz as that one's going to be fouled off right there for strike 2. And as you mentioned, that's Houston Green, who, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, his brother is on the mound for us, or was when we left last inning, Scott.
So now the count goes 1-2 with 2 outs here in the inning. This pitch jammed him, but a much better job of finding a piece of it to keep it alive. Right fielder, though, will be able to camp underneath it and make the out. So the Indians go quietly in the bottom half of the 5th. 3 up, 3 down, go the Indians. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head back now to the top of the sixth inning. Playing 9 here this afternoon. This is Logan Shapiro coming to the plate.
This will be his first at bat, won't it?
It will be. He replaced Walton, who was injured after an amazing diving catch out in left field. So Shapiro will dig in for the first time today. He'll be greeted by Scott Green, and that first pitch across for a strike.
Yeah, let's kind of look here and see if Shapiro had any action thus far over the year, and it does appear like he has been in 5 games coming into today. Does have a couple of at-bats there, 11 at-bats. I'll get it right in a minute. 1 run on 1 hit coming into today.
Those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatachee. That last pitch goes for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Shapiro.
Yeah.
They're going to say he committed to the swing. I don't know that I've seen him say nobody has committed to the swing today from home plate. Typically they appeal down to first, but he has pretty much caught it each time.
He's just taking care of it. He said there's no point in taking time for y'all to appeal. I'm going to take care of it right here, and we're just going to knock it on out.
I like it. 1-2 count coming. And as soon as I say it, well, guess what? He didn't do it that time.
Can we appeal?
Nope, not going to do it. I will. First base umpire not looking at me.
No, he's not looking at you.
It's kind of like the media timeouts in basketball. The other night we were playing Southwest and nobody was there. I told the referees, just look up at me. If I need a timeout, I'll let you know. If not, let's keep playing. They didn't. It's that pitch outside for a ball. 3-2 now is the count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Shapiro, Strain, and Stutz due up here.
3 S's.
Yes. So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. And that one just missing low.
I'm surprised on 2 things right there. Surprised it did not draw a swing by Shapiro. Good end going on his end. But I'm also surprised it did not draw a strike call from the umpire. Either way, you know what? With those 3 S's, there's a 4th S because I'm surprised.
There you go. So, a walk to start things off here. Shapiro trots down to first, and now we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup in Strain. He wants to show bunt, lays it down. Going to be trouble here. Throw across the way is in time.
Yeah, great bunt right there. Laid it down perfectly what he needed. That moved that runner up. Great job by Strain. He did his job there. Again, left-hand side of the plate, so he had to step on things. Scott Green did a great job coming up, fielding that, and getting the out there. So good on both ends right there. Good play. Now you have a runner. If you're Dyersburg, got a runner at second. Got one runner in scoring position here with only 1 out.
That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07, located right across the street from the e-learning building, Matt Starks and company. They also run our concession stand, and the proceeds from that go towards helping fund their spring break mission trip. So anytime you're at the ballpark, grab an extra candy bar. Or if you like peanut M&Ms like I do, grab a bag of that, bring them to me, and you'll be going towards a good cause. Ground ball, left side, shortstop comes up, tosses it over, and do they get the tag? Nope, dropped it. And so that'll allow another run to score here for the Indians. They're going to go to second, and they're going to get him at second instead. So a bizarre play.
What a lot going on right there.
Yeah, so we're going to break it down like this.
Do it.
So that will go for a fielder's choice.
Yes.
E6.
Yes, I agree.
Advance on the error. So that scores Walton. And then 7 to 4 on the putout of Stutz trying to advance for the second out of the inning.
I need a whiteboard in here or a chalkboard or something if you could go over that again. I need a graph.
Yes. Is that pitch in there for a strike? You're right. You talked to Tyler about that during football.
Did.
Getting us a telestrator.
Mm-hmm. Would love that.
Yeah.
Would love that.
We'll check the budget at the end of the year. If it is, that'll be my
next purchase.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out a good sponsor for it.
The shocking thing to me, again, I'm using a lot of S's today, but the shocking thing to me on that play was the runner for Dyersburg, and you and I have talked about this. This is not season number 1 I'm talking about. The ball was hit in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do? He runs to third. I don't get that. Runners aren't holding up. As this one's going to be popped up to first in foul territory. Indians hoping to pull that in and get the out here. But again, he ran and went to third at him, and again, the ball in front of you like that, you're taught to freeze, hold, wait for that run to go over. Anyway, that was my shocking thing.
Well, and you're correct. And you talked about, we'll keep it here because we've taken a lot of breaks today, so we'll kind of pod down the house music for you. But, that's the purpose of these games early on in the season. Yes, you want to get the wins. You want your guys to come out and play well, but it presents you those coaching opportunities to come back and say, all right, guys, this was the situation we're in. This is what we did. Did it work out for us? Yes. But going forward, really don't need to try to do that.
No, I mean, you would hope not. And again, because, did it work out? Sure. Could it? I mean, easily been an out? Yes. We made the throw over. Short did. It just was not, ended up either not being the good throw that would need to be made, and we couldn't reel it in there at third. So you're just not taught to get that out right there. But, again, it worked out for Dyersburg, and that's why they're up 7-3. But one of the reasons, but the Indians also have some errors on our side that we've got to clean up. And I think we know that, but we've just got some situational type stuff today that we've got to clean up going forward, to prevent games like that and for us to be down 7-3.
So we do have a pitching change coming in here. This is going to be John Riordan for the Eagles, and we'll also have a new batter coming to the plate here for ICC, I believe.
A lot of stuff going on again.
Nope. It is still going to be Connor. Connor Graham will be up. Possibly going to have a substitution for the DH Jackson. That's going to be Andrew Williams will be on deck. So it will be Connor Graham. Looks like Andrew Williams. And scheduled up will be Trey Gunn for the Indians here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Indians got to find a way to kind of spark the bats here, Brad, as they trail this one now didn't put that one run up, but now trail it 7-3 here. And the Indians, they've given them some easy passes, some free runs as well. So it's one of those situations right now, if you're the Indians, shake off what's already happened. Focus on what's in front of you and start chipping away at this lead.
Yeah, and John Riordan comes in. And, he does have some appearances on the year, but, again, I think he's just kind of got like a third of an inning pitched and, giving up a hit or two and giving up several runs there. But coming into probably a difficult situation there that Riordan came into. But coming into a different situation here. No one on base. Got a lead behind him, 7-3. And as we mentioned, coming up with Cannon Graham, of course, our – normally is number 5 hitter in the lineup here. Indians hoping to put together some hits, string some things together here. As again, they only have 4 hits on the day. Kudos to the pitching staff of Dyersburg, though.
Dyersburg is playing well. That first pitch high and outside for a ball. The Indians, this is where, again, we said, hey, eyes in front of your face for a reason. Look ahead, don't look back, and start playing some baseball, see if you can chip away at this 4-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th in a game that's scheduled for 9 innings.
Yeah, and third baseman for Dyersburg creeping in right there. Of course, they're playing in at third right there. And now he's going to go back to normal on that. So was playing in to start out, making sure that Graham was not going to try to lay a bunt down, so now he's back to his regular position out there defensively at third.
So 1-1 pitch on its way. That one outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Well, this is where the Indians can start being a little bit patient, maybe work some counts in their favor. First time today they've actually, I won't say first time, but one of the few times today they've been ahead in the count with a 2-1 count here now to Graham.
Well, you said it. That's what needs to happen. They've got to become patient. That breaking ball did not break back in the zone. It's going to be a 3-1 count. But they've got to be patient and not go up there and just swing freely at 3 pitches and get a K and get out and walk back to the dugout. So you're right. That's what's got to change, and that's what they need to do. There's still plenty of baseball left.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here. And that one outside, and a nice job starting off the inning by drawing a walk there by Graham. As this is Riordan on the hill, the third pitcher of the day.
Indians, number 3.
And now
Andrew
got a pitch
Williams.
This will be Andrew Williams coming to the plate with one of Jim Ingram's most favorite songs as his walk-up song.
That was Jim's favorite song.
It was.
Did not know that, but I'll know it now for next football season.
Absolutely. Just keep in mind, and Jim is a big Bone Thugs and Harmony fan.
Had no idea because, that he's never expressed that to me. I knew how much he liked pizza,
Yes.
and he and I had always talked about his love for pizza
Yes.
and his wife's love for pizza, and, that they really, to my understanding, according to Jim, they're going to eat pizza probably 3 to 4 nights a week.
Yes, and that's on a slow day.
That's slow,
And the thing about it is it's always going to be Little Caesars as well.
I knew that, and that was a given that it's always going to be Little Caesars. And when we talk about Little Caesars, I still go back and talk about how many you owe me. But as that ball's going to get away from first, that's going to allow our runner right there to advance to second as they throw over to first to check the runner there and check Cannon Graham. Was unsuccessful there by Riordan. Error right there on them. Now we have a runner in scoring position with no outs.
I'm glad that happened because we don't need to talk about how many pizzas I owe you, Brad. I think I'm closer up to about 30 right now. But luckily, you're not Jim Ingram. If you were, you would twist my arm and make you buy all 30 at once. So going to have a little bit of a conversation on the mound out here. Let's hear from Little Caesars and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things. Bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the bottom of the 6th inning, no outs here. Runner at second after a walk to Graham. Then he advanced on the throwing error on the pickoff. And now Andrew Williams at the plate here for the Indians. ICC trying to spark the bats and start climbing back in this one here against Dyersburg.
Yeah, third comes in. Their third baseman that's going to be ball 1. Good eye right there by Andrew Williams. Dyersburg playing in a little right there at third just in case ICC tries to lay one down and get that runner over to third. I don't see it, but it could happen.
So 1-0 is the count. And I'm going to hit him.
Don't need to.
So another hit batter, and that is 4 hit batters today by the pitching staff for the Eagles.
Trey Gunn.
And now this is going to be Trey Gunn coming to the plate.
And that's where if you are the pitcher for Dyersburg, whomever you may be coming out in this situation, you've got a 7-3 lead, Adam. 7-3. You got a comfortable 4-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Throw strikes. Now, easier said than done.
Oh, yeah.
We shouldn't be hitting anybody. We should not be giving those free passes. Throw strikes. Give your defense to play behind you. And he almost hit Trey Gunn right there. So
Trey did what you like to say, turn them shoulders.
Got to roll your shoulders.
But that one just missing Trey. 1-0 now is the count. Trey had a big-time triple off the wall in center in game 2, I believe, against Bevel. And then he's going to get hit by it. So now the Indians with bases loaded. ICC cooking with grease now. A chance to really make some noise and get back in this one.
That's all, though. We're going to see a pitching change.
So another call to the bullpen here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Pullen, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the sixth, Noah Canton coming to the plate, ICC, bases loaded, and a new pitcher in the game here for Dyersburg. Dr. Boggs, who you got?
Got Landon Parman, who's come in, left-handed pitcher. That one's way outside the catcher, literally has to jump up and dive, and I'm not exaggerating any right there. Nothing against that pitch, just saying that was a run-saving dive right there by the catcher for Dyersburg. That was Braden Turner for them. But back to our pitchers, Landon Palmer, left-handed freshman out of Lebanon, Tennessee. That one's a little high ball, too. He does come into the day. He does have 2 appearances on the year. He's pitched 3 innings, given up 3 hits, 1 run at this point.
So 2-0 is the count here to Canton. Bases loaded for the Indians. They trail this one 7-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. We're scheduled for 9 here in Fulton. That one runs inside. Good take there. 3-0 now is the count.
This is that situation where, Adam, you mentioned earlier in the game, I think if you were them, well, the same with us here, you may look at taking 2 pitches here.
So Canton will dig in. Parman getting set to deliver the pitch. And that one called a strike. 3-1 now is the count.
Again, it would not surprise me in the least to see him taking another one here. But if it's that perfect one, it's still, you may chow down on it and go ahead with it, especially with that wind blowing out today.
So the 3-1 offering,
and
he did. He liked it, but couldn't quite catch up with it. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
So, yeah, now you're back to a full count, still understanding and knowing the situation, too, of where it's been this inning. Now, granted, it's the first batter that, the first batter the Indians have that's faced Parman, but understand the situation that it hasn't just totally been under control with him either.
And that's going to be a walk, so that will get the run home there for the Indians. And a big one there for ICC.
Yeah, base is still loaded, even bigger than that. Base is still loaded. Now it's 7-4. They draw a run in. And so it does not make it any easier on the Dyersburg team coming in here with the bases loaded, no outs, and a 7-4 lead.
So the Indians trying to chop away at this one. That pitch in there for a strike, so this is Cabness. He had that big double last time up. Indians would love to see that happen again.
the thing that I learned, this is each team is on their fourth pitcher at this point, and if either squad has to use anybody else's, that's ball 2. They're asking Cal Brown to go down there into the bullpen and start warming up, from my understanding, either team.
That is true, because the Indians, they threw a lot the other day as well, so him and Raphael going to have to start getting loose.
I think they may. Could get to crunch time here.
This one hit hard, hit
That's
deep,
gone.
and it's gone. A grand slam for the Indians. Big time hit there off the bat of Cavanis.
And that's a grand slam brought to you by number 27, Will Cavanis.
That's what the Indians needed, Brad.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, we talked about the difficulty of the situation, and I mentioned it. And the walks. And that's what they started out. Well, that's good patience by the Indians, and it really is. But you had 4 walks right there, to come out, 2 of those being hit by pitches. And then this wind blowing out today, and then you're already facing Cavanis, who his last at bat, Adam, hit a double off the wall, RBI double off the wall, his last at bat before this one. What does he do? He sits on that high pitch right there that's sitting up there floating into your eyes. And, he sits on it and drives it. And you got that wind and you got that solid contact that he made. Now the Indians quickly go up ahead, 8-7.
And a big-time hit there. 5 runs in the inning here, Brad, and that one didn't need any wind to get out of the ballpark.
No, he crunched it. I'm talking about he crushed it, and that one was sitting up there. But again, those pitchers started having difficulty, started having trouble. That one hit the bat.
Ball.
That hit the bat. Thrown behind him out there. What does does Pearl? He does not do. He does not drop the bat. He dropped his head, does not drop the bat, and you mentioned that earlier. That's what happens right there, and you get a foul ball off of it, so now it's an 0-2 count.
So now Pearl's going to have to come back and guard the dish after that unfortunate turn of luck there. That pitch outside for a ball, 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, overcompensated there, tried to come back. He threw behind him. Now he was trying to overcompensate. And I'm talking about the pitcher out there, Palmer, and threw it outside to this left-handed batter. Left-on-left situation.
So the 1-2 pitch coming. This flared off out of play. And we'll sit at 1-2.
Yeah, good pitch right there. That a way to fight back if you're Parman, because, again, hard to fight back if you're, Parmer. I said Parman, didn't I?
It is Parman.
Oh, well.
You got it right the first time.
Could I call him Parmer?
You did.
Okay.
You can call him whatever you want to call him.
Whatever I want to, yes.
You just have to deal with his mom and daddy.
Good right there for Parman to come back. As that one hits the turf, though, bounces up, skips up over the catcher right there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 count. Still no outs in this inning there, Adam, as I want to mention, as the Indians take a lead.
So big turn of events here for the Indians. And you kind of felt it over the last few innings. The Indians had something going, started getting some things working in their favor. As that pitch low and outside for a ball, 3-2 now is the count. But the big swing of the bat by Will Cavanis. He's got 5 RBIs on 2 hits. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Home run, double, and a strikeout. So Pearl waiting the pitch, kind of jammed him a little bit. Shortstop's going to come up and make the play.
Yeah, just kind of fisted that one out there. All it could get it to was short. And so protecting the plate was Pearl right there. Did what he could do. Good pitch by
Number 4, Brody Thompson.
So now this will be Thompson coming to the plate. Thompson is 0 for 1 on the day. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Grounded out 6-3 in his most recent at bat. So we're going to try to come to the plate here, see if he can keep things going the way of the Indians. Thompson playing in left field. And that one nearly hits him. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. That pitch, outer edge, good pitch there to come back. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, 1 out. 1 out again. Etowamba still got some opportunities here to extend this lead out here in this big inning that they've had. I think I'm seeing 4 hits on the board. I think they got more than that now. But Etowamba doing, coming back this inning here, putting something together and able to take that lead, which is huge right there.
Got him with 5 hits.
I think you're right. I think it's 5. So that one's outside.
Breaking pitch, and good eye on the part of Thompson to hold off on that one. So that was one of those that was trying to see if he could get him to chase, but he didn't. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the clouds, moving back into the area here in Fulton.
Not taming the wind down.
Not at all.
Ooh.
That pitch, borderline but low. 3-2 now is the count here to Thompson.
Yeah, so good eye there, but you're right, borderline right in there. So did not catch any part of the plate on the inside. Good job by Thompson.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. This one hit hard, and it's going to get to the gap, and that could be for extra bases.
But it will be.
And it will be a double here and a clutch hit there by Thompson.
Yeah, stand-up double right there again. Good line shot. Hit the gap right there in between center and left field. Hit it on the line. So excellent job. Excellent piece of hitting right there by Thompson. Again, runners in score. Has a runner in scoring position for ICC here. Kent hoping to do something here where he can go back and make up for those last 2 at-bats that he had at him. Especially the last one where he just basically went up there, swung at 3, and got out.
So Kent will dig in. Be a prime time to get him to lift one up in the air. Instead, there's going to be a flare down the left side, and that's going to score a run. That should be for extra bases for Kent.
And an RBI.
And he's going to hold up. But he does get the RBI. Normally that probably would have been extra bases, but he is kind of got a hamstring situation going on there. But a clutch hit, saw a good pitch, went with it, and that goes for an RBI for the Indians.
And that's going to bring a mound visit out by Dyersburg. I'm a little worried because Cal's still up here with us.
So another break in the action. Let's take it with them. Be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a new pitcher in the game here. This is going to be, well, I was hoping he would turn his back to us so we can see his jersey. So it's going to be number 18. That is going to be Kyler Southerland.
Kyler Southerland. What'd you say, Sutherland?
Southerland?
Couldn't tell.
Let's call him Southerland.
Okay.
Now pitching for the Eagles, number 18,
So,
Kyler Sutherland.
Somebody else called him Sutherland.
He called him Sutherland. Let's call him Sutherland then.
I'll go with Sutherland. He is a right-hander out of sophomore, 6'1", out of Union City, Tennessee. Kyler is coming into today. I'm trying to look to see. He has had a little action on the year. He's had 2 appearances. Looks like only 2 innings pitched on the year. Did give up 3 hits, 4 runs, and didn't have 1 walk in those appearances that he's had on the year so far.
Those stats being brought to you by Samstown Market in Manatee. Appreciate Sam and all he does here. I know, we had that ice storm come through, and I know Sam, he's a humble guy. He don't really look for all the applause and all that, but he had some food at the store that he stepped up and was able to help out some people that feed some of the linemen and women out there that were working hard to get some power back onto them. So, Sam does a lot for the community, so a great way to go back and help sponsor him or help support him by spending some money with him. Brad, I know you go by quite often. I go by quite often. But Samstown Market can't beat it.
No, you can't. I love to go by Sam's. Like plan a good grilling weekend and go out there. I'll call and talk to Sam, talk to Scott. Either one of them, they'll cut me some steaks. Love it. I always come out of there with more. I don't just go get the steaks.
Yes, yeah.
I get the steaks, but then I'm also leaving with some of those stuffed peppers.
Yes.
You got the sweet peppers. You got the jalapenos. You got
sausage,
the country pleasing. Yep. You got it all in there, and so you can leave with the full-on meal as well as your appetizers.
And now I'm hungry.
Well, me too.
This will be Houston Green stepping to the plate. And the Indians have rallied with 6 as that pitch is high. Will get away, and the runner will head to second. on the wild pitch.
Bounces off the backstop, comes back to the catcher there, but Reed Kent able to advance there on that wild pitch.
Ball one. One out here. Green at the dish. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Looks at that one across for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Sutherland does a good job coming back there, settling down and throwing strike one. 1-1 count, 1 out. Indians now again have a runner in scoring position here with a 9-7 lead. Indians able to put 6 on the board this inning as that one is fouled back into the netting there by Houston Green. It's going to be strike 2.
So 1-2 now is the count. As Brad mentioned, 1 out here. Indians trying to continue to put runs on the board. They've scored 6 so far here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner at second. Breaking pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, big time. If you're Coach Lott, this was a big time inning. This is what you needed here out of the squad. Putting hits on the board here, but also being patient at the plate. As we mentioned, that's going to be ball 3 right there, full count. But being patient at the plate. And you and I talked about that. Indians got to become more patient at the plate. They did that this inning, able to have a big inning out of it.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here. Green looks at that one. He's going to draw the walk. Good at bat by Green, a guy that can swing a strong bat. Held off on that one and draws the walk.
Yeah, another walk. So that's going to put you here in the 6th inning. If you're counting those hit by pitches there, that's 5 free passes Indians have had this inning. Again, just having a good eye, being patient at the plate there, and that comes back, as you and I have always talked about it. That generally comes back to haunt whoever you are there, and whether it be us or them. So we'll see third baseman playing in here in case the Indians lay down a bunt.
Well, the Indians have batted around as we're back to Graham now, who started the inning off with a walk, advanced on an error, and did score a run on a bases-loaded walk to Kenton. So the Indians, this will be the 10th batter of the inning. 1-0 is the count. That pitch drifts inside. 2-0 now is the count.
There's a base open. You don't want to play to put them on there. If you're Dyersburg, you definitely want to attack here. And if you're them, you would love to have that double play ball. But ICC has another opportunity.
2-0 pitch in the dirt. 3-0 now is the count.
I fully expect him to be taken here.
Maybe even, as we said, might even look at taking 2 here unless he can just get one teed up for him.
Yeah, we've said that all day and they haven't done it.
That's true, too. This time is the time. Red light was on, and it won't be the time because that's ball 4.
That's right. So that loads the bases again here for Etowamba in this bottom of the 6th inning, which has been a big inning.
Now coming up to the plate for your Indians, number 3,
again,
Andrew
because
Williams.
This will be the second time. As we know, there was a grand slam hit by Will Cavanis earlier this inning. And so now another opportunity to bust this thing wide open for Etowamba, and that's Cannon Graham up at the plate.
So Williams will dig in. Bases loaded, as Brad mentioned. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count.
Folks that are listening to us, plenty of time to get out here to the park to see some good baseball action today. We've been in the bottom of the 6th here for 2 hours, so plenty of opportunities to get on out here and go to the BSU concession stand, as that's strike 1, and enjoy some good food, as well as come see some good baseball.
Absolutely. We invite you to visit letsgoicc.com to see that schedule throughout the season. As that pitch high and outside for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. Well, the Indians want to get the merry-go-round spinning again. Let's see if they can do it here. Already had a grand slam this inning. They've played at 6 on the board to take a 9-7 lead. This one popped up back, and they're going to umpire call time. They're going to call catcher interference. Well, it was one of those things. Williams immediately stood up and said something. The umpire popped up and called time. So it will be a catcher interference situation there.
Interesting.
Let's go back and see if we can. Well, no, didn't hit the replay quick enough. So catcher interference will push the run across.
Now coming up to the plate for your Indians, number 19, Trey Gunn.
Whatever the conversation was, it didn't really get much of an argument from the head coach.
Base is still loaded, by the way, and now ICC with another run on the board, 10-7.
This will bring Trey Gunn to the plate. And he stands in, takes that first pitch for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Well, Trey has been hit by a pitch twice today, singled and scored a run back in the second. So the Indians, big spot here. As that one missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, held up there. Wanted to kind of lunged a little there, Trey did, but did not go after it. Held up.
So 10-7 is the score. Indians rallying to take the lead. And Gunn tried to get the second grand slam of the game there as he took a healthy chop at that one. 1-2 now is the count. I say second of the game would have been the second of the inning.
True.
So now the count goes 1-2. Gunn going to have to protect the dish here. There is one out and bases loaded for the Indians. That pitch missing outside. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there again. Trey Gunn, excellent job there, holding up on that 2-2. Don't be too aggressive. Sure, you feel the excitement of the inning, the emotion, the energy, and all that, especially seeing the grand slam, knowing that the wind's blowing out. But again, got to keep those emotions under control.
Breaking pitch just hangs up high. Count goes full now at 3-2.
Hard to take, but he did. Good job right there with that breaking pitch. Knew he was out too far on his front foot right there to draw a swing. So great job by Trey Gunn running the count to full.
So 3-2 pitch on its way.
Nope.
And it's low, and that'll be a walk, and the Indians will get another run on the board. 11-7 now.
Now batting for the Indians,
is the score.
11, Noah Kenton.
And this will bring Noah Canton to the plate.
They're officially now calling, I think, for Lee Adams in the bookstore to come up here and warm up in the bullpen.
That's trouble there.
Yeah, Lee's got a good arm on him, and I just can't imagine Lee throwing against us, but he may.
He would. The Price is Right is his favorite show. It's that pitch in there for a strike. Now, if his brother CJ came in, then this should be turning into a home run fest.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
That pitch missing low. 1-1 now is the count. Well, now you got to wonder, Scott. Yeah, he's going to head down to the bullpen and start warming up here. He's been
sitting over.
He's been over there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This 1-1 pitch swung on, foul back. 1-2 now is the count here to Canton.
Healthy cut right there. 1-2 count. Great job there on the part of Kyler Sutherland to get ahead here. 2-1. Again, Indians stretching out, getting an 11-7 lead, 8 runs on the board here in this bottom of the sixth for the Indians, and he's going to get the K right there to get that big out number 2.
That's a big sigh of relief there for Dyersburg fans.
Now batting for your
Now
Indians,
we'll bring
number
up
27, Will Cavaness.
This is not the sigh of relief they wanted, because this is the guy that hit a grand slam earlier in this inning. Will Cavaness has an opportunity here now to hit grand slam number 2 in the same inning.
As that pitch nearly hit him inside for a ball. You know, if he does that, Brad, we can just go ahead and say he will be our Samstown Market star of the game.
You sure?
It takes something impressive to beat 2 grand slams and a double.
You never know what's going to happen in baseball.
That's true. That's very true. That pitch up high. 2-0 now is the count here to Cavaness.
I like the patience in him coming up there, knowing what's in front of him, but the patience, not letting the emotions get the best of him.
And he tried to park one there, swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases full of Indians here. ICC has plated 8 here in the bottom of the 6th to take a 11-7 lead. That one outer edge for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Good take there. He was only going to drive that one to right field. He was going to drive it, so good take on that end. Not his pitch. 2-2 count.
Wind picking up once again here at the ballpark. Stands and watches that one. 3-2 now is the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here for ICC.
Runners should be moving here.
And this one, line drive, left fielder's going to charge on. Can't make the play. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and another clutch hit there by Cavanis.
That's going to be a single, and that's going to draw in 2. You're talking about a, 6-7 RBI day.
Not only that, but he's now a triple away from the cycle.
Now batting for your Indians, number 23, Jacob.
So they're going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire, and don't know what they want to chit-chat about here, as runners will be on the corners for the Indians. Don't see anybody in the bullpen.
Lee hadn't made it up here yet.
So they may be having to go to a position player now. Let's go to a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of changes here for Dyersburg. So it is now Darian Richards who is playing shortstop pitching for the Eagles. Stutz will move from second to short, and Sam Belt will enter to play second base here for Dyersburg in the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC has put 10 runs on the board. They've got runners at first and third, and this will be Jacob Pearl. Back to the plate. That pitch goes behind him, and the run will score on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that was Trey Gunn getting in underneath it. Of course, Richards rushing to the plate, trying to cover home as the ball got past the catcher there. Wild pitch. And so catcher jumped up, tried to go back and field it and get it in time, unable to. Another run scores 14-7.
So I am actually a few runs behind on us. There we go. So we'll get that caught up. 11 runs in the inning so far here for the Indians. That pitch catches the outer edge. 2-1 now is the count.
Still got a runner in scoring position for Etowamba here. Runner at second.
That pitch missing.
Yeah, that misses right there. 3-1 count. So the pitching scenario for Dyersburg just kind of went south on them all of a sudden. And so they were doing very well and then just kind of lost some of that. And right there's another walk. That's going to be Jacob Pearl drawing that walk. And that's going to be.
Now batting for the Indians, number 4, Brody Thompson.
That looks like 8 free passes this inning, if I've got it right. That's just this inning.
Yep.
Count those are 2 hit by pitches.
Count by the 2 hit by pitches, and technically, I mean, catcher interference.
That's right, catcher's interference. I missed that. Was a really good man.
Yeah, took an out off the board as that first pitch high for a ball. Time is taken here by the batter.
That
should be Thompson.
Brody Thompson.
So this is his second time at the plate. He doubled and scored a run earlier in this inning. 16th batter of the inning. This one foul back off the netting. 1-1 now is the count.
2 outs.
You know, we were talking about earlier, Lee coming down here to pitch. I do see CJ.
CJ here? Is he getting ready?
He must be getting loose down there.
That may be good. He would have Lee versus CJ.
Love it. 1 ball, 1 strike, breaking pitch, and it's a beauty.
Wow.
In there for a strike. And, Brad, that was a big-time looping pitch there.
That was interesting. But definitely was.
Ground ball, third baseman's going to get it. Should be able to tag the runner without an issue. Now it's going to step on the bag and finally ends the inning. But not before the Indians put 11 on the board. They lead it 14-7. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
I stand alone with fire inside. This heart's a drum, I won't subside. Against the odds, I'll rise again with passion burning in my veins.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher in the game here for the Indians. As we move to the top of the 7th, that first pitch was across for a strike. Second one follows suit. Dr. Boggs?
Yep, Egan Lowry in for the Indians. Coming in, a right-handed sophomore, red shirt. And gets the big K right there to start the inning there of Brady Bowers. So out number 1. Trying to look back, see here if Mr. Lowry has had an appearance on the year. just one, only 2 innings pitched. Gave up 3 hits. Looks like walked a couple, had 3 strikeouts.
So far, he's thrown 4 pitches, and they've all been for strikes.
That's efficient right there. That's what you call efficient.
So with 1 away, 0-1 is the count. Grounder, that's going to sneak its way through out to right field. So a nice job going with the pitch that time and reeling that one in. So that 1-out single.
I called Dr. Case.
You did?
I did, and I had him check, and I think we were right close to setting the record for the longest 6th inning, bottom of the 6th, or just total 6th inning, really, if you just want to do it. And I think we were like, if I'm not mistaken, 5 seconds short.
Oh, man.
I mean, we just missed it, and we would have made the record books.
Tough.
It is, and you can make something last for 5 seconds.
Is he going to make the play? Oh!
Oh, he dived there in foul territory and just almost made a play there to get the out. But, if somebody would have just hiccuped the wrong way, we could have made that extra 5 seconds, and we didn't, and we would have been in the record books. Just always missing. It's just always coming up that way, Adam.
I'm blaming that one on the umpire.
I am too.
They're always a scapegoat at every game anyway.
It irritates me a little bit right there. But we can only hope we get another long inning again.
So 0-1 is the count with 1 out here. Indians up 14-7 after plating 11 in the bottom of the 6th. Shows bunt, lays it down. Going to come up. There's only 1 play, and it's in time. Ooh, had to stretch out and get it, but he does. 2 outs.
Yeah, good play right there. Like you had to make that quick play. Good thing the bunt was laid off, and it didn't just die out there. It actually came back easy to field there for Egan, and so was able to field it, get that 2nd out of the inning.
So 2 away now, a runner at 2nd. As this is Turner at the plate. That pitch runs inside for ball 1.
Turner had a big double his last bat and got an RBI out of that.
Yeah, he's having a good day. 2 for 3.
That was at I think that was at 2 o'clock.
I thought it was more towards noon.
Yeah, it may have been.
So that pitch in there for a strike. We did have a 12:55 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch, and it's now 3:27.
And we're only in the 2nd inning.
Pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
The top of the 7th, folks.
Yeah, top of the 7th. This is scheduled for 9, by the way. This one was originally scheduled for a doubleheader. Weather concerns. They said, let's just play 9 instead. That pitch missing outside. Dr. Boggs is a big fan of the 18-inning game.
I am. I love that thought. And, if you're going to do something, do it right. Instead of doing 2 9s, put together, and let's just do an 18-inning game.
And that's going to be a walk. So after 2 quick outs, a nice at-bat there by Turner. He continues to have a solid day at the plate.
Absolutely.
And this will bring up Sam Belt, his first time today.
Came in at 2nd last inning when they did a lot of the swapping around there, and the Mr. Stutz had to move to short.
So Belt will dig in for the first time this evening. Or no, it's still afternoon. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-0 now is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Indians trying to find that elusive 3rd out here. And that one nips the edge. Maybe the frame job got the call there.
My goodness.
1-1 now is the count.
I think the umpire said we're not going for the record.
No.
Okay, we're not. I'm not doing that again. We were 5 seconds close.
That one outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Brad, what do you call, or what do you deem evening, afternoon, pre-evening? What hour do you consider the evening to start?
Well, I'm going to go with 5 o'clock.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. 5 o'clock is the evening, so anything beyond 4:30, 4:50, I'd say 4:30 and beyond would be pre-evening.
Pre-evening, that's correct. Yeah,
So-
I would have to go pre-evening on that.
All right.
Afternoon, I'm sticking, in the 2, 3 o'clock range.
Okay, so we'll call the 4 o'clock hour the pre-evening.
Cool, pre-evening. I would say pre-evening, yes.
2-2 pitch.
No.
Missing outside. Now the count goes full, 3-2.
So we are still in the afternoon, Cal. It's 3:29. Cal is delirious over here because I don't know why he keeps turning his head sideways toward his computer. But he did, and it's starting to scare me as that one's fouled off a little bit, and Gore and I are going to swap seats.
So 3-2 is the count after that check swing foul ball. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And they're going to check the runner and gets back without an issue.
Yeah, really didn't have a heck of a lead out there. I think that was just kind of one of those, we're going to check you back anyway with 2 outs, full count here. But not a big lead he's taking out there. Good frame job again by the catcher, and gets that last K right there and the last out for the inning.
Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, second of the inning, and ICC still leads this one 14-7. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Reed Kent starting things off here for the Indians. His first pitch popped up, backing out of play for strike 1. Getting a little ahead of myself. I shift this to the 8th inning, but it is the bottom of the 7th. We mentioned this game scheduled for 9. There's a shot up the middle.
Yes, going to be a hit right there. Good job by Reed to take that pitch. We still have Richards on the mound for Dyersburg, and Kent doing his job there, leading off the inning with a hit. No outs right there, so that's going to bring up, again, the meat of your lineup there for the Indians. Your cleanup batter with Green coming up, followed by Graham, who's going to be on deck.
So the Indians with the runner on first and no outs. Brad mentioned Richards on the bump here. Toss over to first, no big deal there. Richards is the 6th pitcher of the day for the Eagles.
Oh, a little
that one's going
outside.
to get away, and the runner will advance on the wild pitch.
Yeah. I don't know how many of those we had today. By both squads.
I hadn't kept up with a lot of those. Or actually, take that back, I have.
Well, you don't have to count it up. I figure we're going to need a chalkboard to get it all counted up. But
so I got one.
That one's going to be popped up out in right, and that wind playing havoc with it out there. It makes it to the warning track and to the fence, but it is going to give Reed Kent an opportunity to tag up out there as Houston just continues to jog around the bases. But I think he was hoping that one was going to go. But anyway, Kent now moves to third.
Coming up to bat for your Indians, number 7,
one out.
Cannon Graham.
So I got 5 wild pitches for Dyersburg.
All right, that's team 1.
Got 2 for us.
So 7 wild pitches today.
Now those stats are always unofficial.
That's the only way I would call it, Gore. That's
yes.
I would never put you in a corner and have legalities coming against you.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah. would not. This is unofficial. This is the statement that we say on the front end. These are unofficial statistics.
But they are brought to you by Sam's Town Market in Manatee,
who has a great cut of meat out there. If you'd like to go get you a steak for the weekend, if you're thinking about it, it is Valentine's weekend coming up, and I know people are probably going to want to go get something.
I think he actually has a special. I think it's the 2-steak potato package deal that he's got going on for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So,
even if you don't have a Valentine, you could go get that and cook yourself 2 steaks.
That's what I was going to say. I have no Valentine, no significant other or anything like that, so I'm going to load up on 2 steaks, 2 potatoes.
That's what I'm saying.
A win for Gore.
And then get you some of them sweet peppers while you're there that he makes as well. As that one's going to be grounded. Infield was playing in to prevent the run from coming home. Great job there. That was chopped to first. Able to get over there, tag the base, get the out, no run scored on that. So Kent still at third.
Now up to bat for the Indians.
3 unassisted.
Number 3, Andrew Williams.
Is going to be the situation there now with 2 outs. And this is Williams coming to the plate for his third at bat. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run, reached on a catcher interference call. That one gets away, and the throw is
in time. Well, we don't know.
Umpire
still thinking about it. Now it's out.
Hold on one second. Let's go back and look at that at the Little Caesars instant replay.
He's saying he didn't touch the plate, apparently, because he was standing there and standing there and standing there.
Well, I mean, let's look at it again here, Brad, and you kind of help me judge in this situation. Not much of an argument out of the base runner would make the only thing, but, I mean.
Right there, it looked like he got his hand in.
Looked like he got his hand in on that one. We'll look at it one more time. I mean, he had a better angle at it than we did.
Yeah, got a better angle, but that's what he held on.
Yeah, 14-7 is the score. Let's take a break and be back with more right after this.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars' new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates 2 things. Bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 8th. ICC leads it 14-7. A very interesting roller coaster ride of a game today. It was 1-1 back in the first. Then Dyersburg went up 2-0. ICC was able to answer, or excuse me, went back up 3-1. ICC was able to answer back with a run in the bottom of the second. Neither team scored in the third, and then ICC tied it up in the fourth. Then there was a 3 spot in the top of the fifth by the Eagles, and then they went up 7-3, and then the Indians put 11 on the board to take this 14-7 advantage here in the top of the 8th. We do have a new pitcher in the game, and Dr. Boggs, let us know who that is.
All right, Lee Gilead 2. We've got Noah Robinson in here, the right-hander who just threw ball 3 right there, 3-0 count. Noah comes in Oxford, Mississippi. I look back at the stats, and I'm not seeing that he has a pitching performance to this point on the year.
That pitch going to miss low, so it'll be a leadoff walk to start the inning. As that was that Walton? No, that was Shapiro.
Shapiro.
So Shapiro will draw his second walk and his second at bat. And now we go back to the top of the lineup, and it should be Strain. And it is Holden Strain coming to the plate.
I know we went for the record books on that inning, the sixth, the longest, but I really now what I'm feeling like, and I'm going to have to text Dr. Case, we're going for using the most pitchers in a game between both teams.
12th pitcher in the game.
12th pitcher in the game, and we are in the 8th inning.
So 1-0 is the count. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. It's going to be, I think I've got the winner and loser still set up the way it is now. Is that one in there for strike 2?
1-2 count there, so quickly ahead if you're Noah Robinson right there, doing a good job after giving up that leadoff walk.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out, and a runner at first. Swing and a miss. No, fouled it off. And we'll sit at 1-2 once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here. We're in the top of the 8th inning in a game scheduled for 9.
We're sending SOS signals now, I think. We're now taping signs on the windows.
Grounder to second. Easy toss over for the out. 4-3, runner does advance.
Our announcer up here who is trying to leave.
Getting that end sheet ready.
Please come get me out of this press box with Gore and Boggs. Cal is putting his ear up to the computer again. He's had enough of us.
So 1 out now and a runner at second. Kind of had enough of myself, too. As that pitch gets away, and the runner will not advance. Smart play there not to try to run with it going down the third base side. I say that, but here's the thing. We've got this 1-inning game today. We got a doubleheader Wednesday in softball. We've got 2 basketball games on Thursday. Right now, we think a 9-inning baseball game Thursday night. Could have 2 baseball games on Friday. We do have 1 basketball game on Friday. Is that pitch in there for a strike? So upwards of 7 to 8 events going on this week. Not to mention we're hosting the high school regional tournament going on when we're not hosting basketball at the DEC.
Starts tonight here across the street from the baseball field in the Davis Event Center. We have that starting tonight. I think the first game, maybe is it 4:30?
Normally is, yeah.
As you said, the pre-evening.
Pre-evening
time.
Yes.
That one would be starting. As that is ball 2. 2-1 count here on Stutz on the day. And so runner at second, as we mentioned, 1 out, runner in scoring position for Dyersburg.
2-1 pitch, and that one fouled back, and we'll go to 2-2 now here on Stutz. He is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, a run scored. He did walk. He reached on an error his last time up, but was erased trying to advance. As this pitch popped up, backing out of play, and we'll sit at 2-2. .37th batter at the plate here for the Eagles. Kudos to anybody that tuned in to start this game and has not left.
We'd love to know who you are, as that one is
trouble. Lifted deep, left field. Left fielder's going to go back to the warning track. Now we'll come up and make the play. Ooh, if the wind been blowing like it was earlier, that one would have been out of the ballpark.
Yeah, he was sitting on that one, drove that inside pitch, and was able to get the big part of the bat out there around it and get it out front, drive that one to left field. Great job there, just not quite far enough. But, yes, if you like us enough that you are still listening from start to finish, let Adam know, because you can't me because I don't have any social media.
Yeah, hit us up on the Twitters at Let's Go ICC. So now there's 2 outs in the inning with a runner at second. That pitch across for a strike.
If anyone can do any announcing, we have ours that's trying to leave. You could join us for the last inning and a half and finish out the announcing of the game because he is tired of us.
He's like, he don't need overtime. That pitch drifts high and inside.
He says, man, it's going to be a long season with these folks.
We do appreciate Aiden. He kind of stepped in the last second to take over the PA roles for us this year.
I haven't met Aiden, so that's the reason why I have not called his name, but thanks.
Well, we're trying to.
Appreciate you chunking that in there to help me out a little bit.
We're trying to protect him. As there's a liner over the middle, and that's going to drop, and it should score a run here.
Yes.
They're going to ask the run to score. The throw is going to be not cut off to hit the mound, and Dyersburg not going quietly into the evening as there was a clutch RBI single.
Prevening.
Nope, 3:45.
Afternoon.
Yeah, still got a.
Still in the afternoon?
Yeah, still in the afternoon.
That's right. But you're right, and like that by Dyersburg, they're showing a lot of fight in them, and that was a good clean single right there, up the middle, line shot. Luckily, I would have thought they would have cut that ball, but they didn't cut it, and it didn't come back far enough to where the runner was able to advance to second. So that one's going to be chopped to third, knocks it down, makes a heck of a play. They got him.
Beautiful play there. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. That could be a What a Play Wednesday nominee for sure, as it was knocked down, throw across the way, got him by about a half a step, and the Indians lead it 14-8 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranty Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Sam's Town Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. And for those keeping score at home, if you haven't thrown your scorebook away just yet, you're about to. As we've got some changes in the lineup, as we'll give it to you after this pitch, as this one lifted deep. And no, just warning track power that time. As Williams flies out to left, and wind just not really helping a whole lot there. All right, so new pitcher in the game is Sam Belt. He was playing second, so now he is pitching. Stutz, who was at shortstop, now moves back to second. Williamson has entered to play third, and then Richards, who was pitching, Yes.
He's back at short.
So he's back at short. So he moved to second and moved back to short. So that's what it is. As that pitch called a strike. So, yeah, if you're
There's
able
only two people that are still listening to us.
That's
anyways.
right. And let's give a shout-out there. That's going to be Andy Kirk. He's been with us since the opening pitch. And then our former work study, now Mississippi State extraordinaire, working on some game notes, listening to some JUCO baseball, loving life out there in Starkville, proud of Will and all he's doing out there at Mississippi State.
No doubt.
Maybe
Good to hear from him.
Maybe one day he'll remember us little folks and get us a ticket to a ball game or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So 0-2 now is the count.
Trey Gunn up the plate, takes ball 1-2. Very close to be taking there on 0-2 count, but he did and worked in his favor. So 14-8 lead, Etowamba.
We're in the bottom of the 8th. This game's scheduled for 9. Gunn fouls this one off, and we'll sit at 1-2. Well, we started the day. The first pitch was at 12:55. It is 3:50, almost pre-evening time for you, Dr. Boggs.
Almost pre-evening. I want us to get to the pre-evening hour before this ends.
I think we're safe with that.
Especially if we have another 6th inning.
This one hit hard, hit deep down the line, but it's going to go foul.
Yeah. Out in front of that, just couldn't keep that weight back at him enough. But he drove that pitch out there. It was kind of placed up there on a tee in a sense. And sometimes when you see those, you get a little excited and you can't keep that weight back long enough. And that was the only problem there with Trey Gunn.
And then Trey chases off-speed pitch there, and he'll strike out for the second out of the inning. Trey's had a pretty good day. I mean, he had a single back in the second, then was hit by a pitch, walked, but he scored 4 runs.
No doubt.
And so now this will be
Canton
at the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Canton swings on the first pitch he sees, fouls it back for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Indians up in this one 14-8 here against Dyersburg. There's a hard hit ball, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Yeah, different style of pitcher here, what we're seeing in Belt. And, again, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Indians just got to make that adjustment. And it's so important right now that they keep their weight back. If they want to keep these hits coming, they're going to have to adjust on where they were and keep that weight back right now and wait on that pitch to come in there and groove it. That's where it can throw them off easily, and that's what Belt has been doing at the mound thus far, especially with the first 2. Didn't there. Canton was able to sneak that through the 6 hole. But now you got, as Gore would normally say, who's at the plate? Trouble for them.
Absolutely. This is Will Cavanis, who is having himself a day. He is 3 for 4, just a triple away from the cycle here.
With 7 RBIs.
Yes. And that one's going to be fouled off.
Got to keep that weight back right now, though, with them. Because, again, just a different pitching style, and it's just adjusting to that. And so strike 1 there on Cavanis.
So 0-1 is the count. He doubled in the 3rd, grand slam in the 5th, and had a 2-run single back in that marathon of a 6th inning. Actually, no, excuse me. That grand slam and 2-run single came in the 6th inning.
Right.
So 0-1 is the count after that toss over to first. Turns on that one, fouls it off. We'll go 0-2.
Way out in front, Adam. Again,
or actually,
it's hard for them to keep that weight back.
Called a balk. So it'll be 0-1.
Sure will. Go back. Did not see. Okay.
Raphael caught it. He tried to show me on camera. I wasn't paying attention. Good job, Raphael. Glad to know you're still awake out there. Rafi running the camera for us today. He has been the marathon man himself.
He has.
Casey Smith taking photos of today's game.
She's still out there?
She is. She's in the dugout.
Okay.
You can see those photos on ICCimages.com.
Oh, my goodness.
This one hit hard. Is it hit deep enough? And it is. Another home run off the bat of Cavanis. Have yourself a day, young man.
2 RBIs on that as well. That's going to put him up to 9.
Will Cavanis.
9 RBIs on the day.
We'll have to check our record book to see if that might be a modern-day record on RBIs.
We got several that we've been setting today. That would just be one of them.
That is very true. Second home run of the day. 9 RBI.
Now to bat for your Indians, number 23.
Brad, is it still in
Jacob
question
Pearl.
who might be our Sam Market start of the game, or
you never can
you
tell.
still waiting until the end of the game?
We may have a sixth inning, another sixth inning, and you never can tell what's going to happen in baseball. I'm just telling you. 16-8 here, and you're back at the top of the lineup with Jacob Pearl.
And Pearl will take that first pitch across for a strike. There is Coach Andy Kirk asking what the most RBIs in a game is. I'll try to see if I can find that information, as there's going to be a ground ball, foul ball,
Pearl out
0-2.
in front of that one right there. Again, got to keep that weight back, and you got to make that adjustment. But I do not know the answer to Coach Kirk's question.
Well, while we do that, I'm going to switch to the
hard for me to remember what I ate for lunch today.
Wide camera. So, Ralph, you're going to be the main camera for a moment.
Much less who holds the record to anything at this point. So I was asking Dr. Case about those others. And that one's going to be chopped foul down the first base line by Pearl. Still stays alive. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Etowamba now taking the lead in hits. Not score, but hits. Now they're up to 11-10 here. Got 11 hits to their 10 for Dyersburg. Run-wise, though, definitely got that doubled out there, 16-8.
All right. Well, you ready for this, guys?
Might as well be. Nothing you can throw at me that I'm not ready for today.
Well, the person with the most runs driven in a game is Will Cavness. The previous mark was 7, set by Will Verdong, Lane Domino, and Gabe Butler. And so we do have a modern-day record set today for most runs driven in with 9.
Is that an ICC record?
ICC record. Okay. So it goes all the way back to, I think, the 2012 season. So that's why we call it a modern-day record.
I'm with you.
So 2-2 is the count. Now make it 3-2.
Well, good for Will Cavness. Still not sold on giving him the Samstown Player of the Game yet.
You got to earn it. From Dr. Boggs.
That's right. We go to the end on this thing. We're not even in pre-evening hours yet.
Little check swing, and that one's going to get through 4-base hit.
It's going to get through for a hit. Good job by Pearl placing that in the 6-hole. Shortstop there. Richards for Dyersburg did an excellent job getting over there. Was able to stop it at him, but just wasn't able to come up with it. It was so deep in that 6-0. Wasn't able to come up with it and make a throw. So.
And with the speed of Pearl, if he would have made that throw, my oh my, he would have just went ahead and went up to the bigs.
Yeah, you just solidified yourself. So 2 outs, runner at first, and back to Brody Thompson.
Thompson,
who just sat on that one and drove it out of here,
is sending that one deep, and it's gone as well. A 2-run shot, and I believe that should do it. On the evening.
We haven't made the pre-evening hour yet. Come on now.
That's going to be a 2-run home run by Thompson. We'll see if they do have the run rule in effect here this evening. Afternoon, almost pre-evening.
You gave me the assurance we were doing this in the pre-evening.
Well, I lied to you, Brad. I apologize. As the Indians get the home run to earn the victory here in quite the bizarre game. And we'll talk about the game, give you our thoughts and more as we come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 18-8 is the final score in this one. ICC wins it, sparked by an 11-run 6th inning. ICC walks it off, not necessarily walks it off, but gets the game-winning hit there with a 2-run home run by Thompson. And Dr. Boggs, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, a lot of things, and we always talk about that at the beginning of the season with any two teams coming in and playing each other. But a lot of things you always want to work on and clean up, and that's what you're trying to do this time of year, getting ready for conference play when that starts later on. We're still at the beginning of the season. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I know Coach Lott's going to want to build on here and take as learning moments that we've talked about and try to turn some things around and improve on before we get to that point. One of those things I can say probably is going to be some of the sloppy play of the eras, things like that we went through, that we committed, some of the bad decisions that we made, that we need to change and start working on. And I'm sure that's things he's going to start working on immediately with them, probably starting with practice tomorrow. Pitching on the mound, things like that, we've got to work on some of that. So there's just some areas that we know we need to work on. Again, being more patient at the plate at the right opportune times. We just didn't, some of those areas we did not execute well on today. There in turn, what happens is, what we do, we came out with a W. At the end of the day on the scorebooks and at the end of the day on the schedule, it's going to show a W right here for Etowah, and that's what counts, is that it shows a W. And so ICC coming up with a big win here today against Dyersburg, against a team that wasn't going to go easy and did not go easy. And so, you give credit to their starting pitcher, Manis, who came in and really quieted our bats, because we did not get our bats going until that sixth inning. What helped with that? Again, errors they made, their walks, and putting us on bases. So, again, it's those those are the errors that where you shoot yourself in the foot. They did it, we did it. It's just they did it more than we did today. But we were able to also capitalize off those, Adam, and put together a good game here and come out with a big victory, 18-8 here for Etowah.
Final line on the afternoon, 8 runs on 10 hits and 4 errors for Dyersburg. They'll slip to 2-4 on the season. For ICC, 18 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors. They will improve to 3-2. Normally, I would give you a rundown of stats. Folks, I don't want to be here another hour and a half. So if you want to see stats from today's game, visit letsgoicc.com tomorrow afternoon. Give me a little bit of time to get them in the morning. And plus, my voice is starting to go out on me as well. Winner of the game, Scott Green. Loser is Landon Parman. And then now we got to pick our Samstown Market Star of the game. And Dr. Boggs, I'll let you have it now.
I've
given mine out about an hour ago.
It's a tough call. No, I mean, obviously, Will Cavanis, what a day. I mean, what a day. Started the day off today with a K at the plate, turned things around very quickly, came back with a double, hit an RBI at that time, came back at that point with that grand slam home run, pulled in 4 RBIs, turned it around again, hit a single, got 2 RBIs off that single, and then his last at bat, where he hit that home run and got 2 RBIs off of that. So grand total of 9 RBIs today for Cavanis, which sets, as Adam mentioned, a modern-day ICC record on RBI. So he hits the record books of Etowah today for that. Great job job by Will and coming in today and putting that together. He would be the Samstown Market Player of the game.
And that's going to do it for today's broadcast. We invite you to join us on Thursday night for the next baseball game. Again, that is not official, but as of right now, it will be a 9-inning game scheduled for 7 o'clock against Illinois Central. So it'll be ICC versus ICC on Thursday. Friday's doubleheader in question because of the weather. So you'll want to visit letsgoicc.com to get updates on that. Our next broadcast will be here in a few hours at 2 o'clock on Wednesday when we play host to Jackson State in softball. That'll be a doubleheader there. You can catch it right back here on the Red Channel. And then we'll have basketball on Thursday as well, and then basketball on Friday, and then we'll probably pick up a game of hopscotch or something along the way.
Yes, we should.
Dr. Boggs, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. It is a busy week at Etowah. Come visit us. We do have a lot of athletic events going on this time of year, as we always do. A lot of great things going on. So, come down and see us. We've got softball, as you mentioned. We've got all this basketball going on, tons of basketball. Including our teams playing, but also the tournaments that we've got coming in this week, and then we'll revisit baseball too toward the end of the week. So come see us if you're an avid sports fan. If you want to get out and see some good action, come down to Etowah and join us.
18-8, Indians win it. We'll see you back here Wednesday for softball on the ICC Sports Network. Have a blessed evening, and as always, roll Tide.